Look, in my line, I get ready. Feeling too trippy, get it cracking like a levy. I'ma show them all how to party if they let me. Keep the countdown and release the confetti. The party don't start till I get there. I said it's all in the rest and it ain't fair. I've been waiting on this moment my whole life. Yeah, give me my crown if it's just right. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch this. Pull up with the top down. Ain't anything. I'm way too hot now. I radiate. Don't need a rear view. They behind me. Cause my future's so bright in my blind. Hold up. Why I gotta shine so bright? Don't need a reason. Escort in my head is out. They was just leaving. Can't be nobody else. I'ma be myself. So they gon' have to watch me treat myself. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? You make it look good. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch this.
We make it look good over here, y'all. This is the Native Tribe Show. I am your host. Y'all know me. They call me Native. How is everybody doing on this Monday afternoon/evening, depending on what part of the country you're in? I know in California, it's probably about 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay? I'm not good at time zones. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Y'all had a good Monday? All right. Can we just be real for a minute? Can we just be real for a minute? Y'all come here for the laughs, right? Y'all, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, I can be all documentary and educated and sophisticated, but let's just be real. Y'all done had a long day today, all right? Your boss done probably pissed you off. Your manager probably made you want to slap them through the phone. You done did all this work. These people do not appreciate you and the work that you do at your black job, okay? Let's just be real about it, all right? You done been at work all day. Your kids done got on your nerve. You love them, okay? All right? You love them, but they done got on your nerve because they don't like what you made for dinner. And they ain't cooking nothing. They ain't even putting in nothing on the groceries, all right? Let's be real, okay? You done went to the store, seen that parking space, and them people in that SUV whipped around and took that parking space from you. You're a little frustrated, you're a little mad, all right? So what do you do when you get to this time of the day, all right? You come over to the Native Tribe channel and you come over for the foolishness because the foolishness is going to take you away for just a little while, all right? And not only do we do it over here, not only do we do it on Monday, but we make it look good. All right. And I can't look good without you, as Ernesto would say. All right. So y'all, let's have a good time tonight as we do every Monday night. All right. Now, let me see who is here to have a good time. Major's wife is in the building, says, yes, let's do it. Native, we have to pivot to the new documents filed by Wooten. I was doing something when Pam was reading that. I heard some of it, and Major's wife, I will get to it. I just, I understand there was some forged signatures or something. I don't know. I wasn't keeping up. So Major's wife, we will look into that. But thank you so much for being here on this Monday evening. Coffee's Brewing is in the house. Says, hey, hey, hey. Hello, Coffee's Brewing. How are you? The only black but not bitter is my hero and has flames in the chat, y'all. Legacy Moon. True Crime and Mysteries is also in the house. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries. How are you? If y'all ain't subscribed over there, what you waiting for? Huh? You waiting for Legacy Moon to come to your house and personally invite you to go over there and subscribe and to watch her do true crime and mysteries with them cop cams that are hilarious? Is that what y'all waiting on? I'm just trying to see what's going on. Why y'all ain't over there at the Legacy Moon house whenever Legacy Moon go live? Okay. Y'all make sure y'all check out my friend Legacy Moon. She does a good job. Thank you for being here, Legacy Moon. April B is in the house and says, "Good evening, Native and Tribe." Hello, April B. How are you? My Retta is in the building. Says, "My brother, Native and family. I have drinks and snacks for the furnace and the pit. No snacks allowed at the pit." Okay. I got Nola Brown in the building. Says, "Hey, hey, hey. Hello, Nola Brown. How are you?" Rossi's in the building. Says, "Hey, everyone. I'm ready for the night." Well, guess what, Rossi? I'm ready for the night too. How about that? We both ready, Rossi. Okay. Bridget Girl is in the building. Says, "Happy Monday, Native. Happy Monday, Bridget Girl. How are you doing?" Me is here and says, "Hey," and also has flames in the chat. Penny Proud in the building with flames in the chat. Just Nikki is here, says, "Hey, Native. Hey, Tribe. Hello, hello, hello." Golden Pearl is here and says, "Hello, everyone." Hello, Golden Pearl. Portia Matthews is in here and says, "Hello, everyone. I have kicked off my shoes off and laying in the bed for another great show." Portia Matthews, get comfortable because we finna talk about these dummies tonight. All right. No 504 in the building says, "Happy Monday, Native and Tribers." Hello, No 504. How are you? Sanders RN in the building and has flames in the chat. Could it be? Could it be? Happy to be happy is here and says, "Hey, hey, hey. Happy to be happy, y'all. Was dancing to the music." Okay. Happy to be happy moved her happy feet and got her happy ass up and danced to the happy beat. That's what I'm talking about. Happy to be happy. You enjoy this Monday, and I'm glad that you enjoyed the music. You Need a Solution Too is in the building and says, "Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello." Bridget Girl says, "Yes, indeed, Bridget Girl." Tracy says, "Hi, Native." Well, hello there, Tracy. How are you? Miss Kim is in the building, okay, and says, "Happy Monday, Native and Tribe." Sleeper Libra's in the house and says, "Hey, everybody." Hello, Sleepy Libra. How are you? This is true. This is true. Is in here and says, "Hi, Native and Tribe." Hello, this is true. How are you? No 504 said, ELD all up in the middle of this mess. He has so much to say in them earlier calls. That's why he shut his ass up. I love that for him and them. Earl Lamont Dunbar. I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all can go back and look at some of my older past shows, okay? I keep trying to tell y'all Earl Lamont Dunbar is going to be pivotal in this whole thing. That's why Earl Lamont Dunbar don't get on that phone no more, no 504. I'm trying to tell y'all. Now watch it when it come out. Y'all gonna see. That boy ain't disappeared just to be disappearing, okay? Aunt Natty is in the house, says, "Hello, Native and Chat." Hello, Aunt Natty. How are you? E.T. Waller Williams is in here and says, "Hi, Native and Tribe. I'm here for the key. Absolutely. We're going to key and ha. All right. Linda, Linda is in the building, says, "Good morning. Good Monday evening, Native Tribe Urban Media." Hello, Linda. How are you? Gail Martin is in the building, says, "Why is it titled 'I'll Do It on Monday'?" Shaking my head. The reason why, Gail Martin, is to pay tribute to our friend Sonya, who doesn't do anything except on a Monday. Okay. She always tells her boyfriend that, "Oh, I'll do that on Monday. I'll do it on Monday." So, you know what? I decided that in order to show consistency, I'm going to do this show on Monday. Okay. That's why it's titled "I'll Do It on Monday." But Gail Martin, thank you so much for being here. I do have Ms. Nisi in the house who says, "Good evening, everyone." Hello, Ms. Nisi. How are you? Delicate Dale is in the building, says, "Do it to it." I'm with you, Delicate Dale. We are going to do it to it indeed. Linda says, "Ernesto lived up to his being a criminal who has no problem forging people's signatures." Of course he doesn't. Of course. I'm interested, Linda, to find out what Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III has to say about this, because, she thinks he's innocent of everything. So I'm really interested to know what Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III is going to say, what excuse she's going to make for her boyfriend. Attitude and Tylenol in the building says, "Hey, everyone, just listening from the bushes." Okay, Attitude and Tylenol. Enjoy yourself in the bushes, okay? All right. Wendy Shot 73 is in the house, says, "Hey, hey, Native and Tribe and Mods." Indeed, the notorious Native Tribe Mod Squad is in the house. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Leo Lady 251 says, good evening, native mods and chat. Hello, Leo Lady, my Gulf Coast sister, indeed. Yee Yee, aka Abuelita, says, hello, native mods and fam. Hello, Abuelita, how are you doing on this Monday? Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate that. Talks with TK is in the house. Says it's Monday. Let's do this. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, indeed. Talks with TK is in the house. Mary Willis is here. Says, good evening, native mods and chat. Hello, hello, hello. Mary Willis, how are you doing? Southside Chi-Town is also in the house. Hello, Southside Chi-Town. How is everything with you? And I got that girl is here and says, hello, hello, hello. Linda says, I'm curious about Sonya too, still believing in her man, Edith's husband. Ooh, it is indeed Edith's husband, y'all. Look, so what we did yesterday was we actually tried to get through a jail visit with these two people, and it was difficult. It was pretty damn difficult. Okay. These people are, I don't know the word. I don't know how to describe it. Because see, I feel very redundant when I say stupid, but they're stupid. These are two stupid people. Okay. And they're two stupid people that, that like each other, I guess, kind of, sort of. He likes her. That's kind of what it is. Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes is in the building. Says, hey, hey, hey. And my Dwayne from What's Happening voice. Hey, hey, hey. Haywood Nelson. Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate that. Yeah, so we weren't able to get through it. Um, Mary Willis says, well, I'll say it for you. They're stupid. Yeah, they are. They are. They are. They are. They are too. The debate that I have in my head, Mary Willis, all the time, I have the debate as to who is dumber. Is Ernesto dumber than Sonya? Or is Sonya dumber than Ernesto? Now, if you really want to like take up some time in your thought process for the day, debate yourself on that one. Okay? Because these are some dumbass people, y'all. These are some dumb ass people, Mary Willis. My God. My God. Rossi in the building says, and a fat mouse is even stupider. Yeah. You know what? It's a different level of dumb with her. Like, I feel like she functions within her dumbness better than the other two. I feel like that she's a high functioning stupid person. You know, I feel like that's what it is with her because she's high functioning, and I don't really know what that even means, but she's high functioning. Okay. Yeah, so it's levels to this thing, Rossi. It's levels. The one, the only, V Lenore is in the house and says hello, hello, hello. V Lenore, the future California resident. I'm going to start calling V Lenore California Love. Okay, all right, because I don't care what nobody say about V Lenore. All right, I don't care how much V Lenore cuss. I don't care what Villanor said. Villanor is my people. Okay. So ain't nobody gonna come all up in Villanor comments talking about how much she cuss and no shit like that. Ain't gonna change my mind. Villanor is my friend, damn it. And that's how that's gonna be. All right. So Villanor is in the house. And again, if you all are not checking Villanor out on a regular basis, I don't know what the problem is, but please go check out my friend. Thank you so much. Leisha O'Leisha. Where you been, Leisha O'Leisha? Says, caught alive, yay. Yes, you did, okay? You caught alive. And I'm so glad that you did, Leisha O'Leisha. Okay, all right. Rossi says, tonight she proved she might be a bit dumber. Yeah, yes. Oftentimes in my mind, okay, she wins the argument for who's dumber, okay? often, yeah. Yeah. Golden Pearl says Ilvia is malicious. Indeed, she is. Mary Willis says, yes, yes, V. Lenore, I like her better when she's cursing. Well, look, I don't know when she's not cursing, Mary Willis. Okay. Every now and then she might go fook. Okay. But for the most part, VPOC is always on. Okay. VPOC is always on. And that's why, when she get out there to them LA streets, they better watch out. Them people better watch out there, Mary Willis. Okay. Because I know they've had Ice Cube and they've had Snoop Dogg and they've had Easy E. But they ain't never seen a nigga with an attitude until they seen when my friend V. Lenore gets on her shit. Okay. All right. Bloods, Crips, Kings, or whatever the hell they got out there. Y'all wait till my friend get out there. She gonna change the whole coast. Okay. The whole coast. Damn it. I already know it. Diva Shawnee is in the building, says, hey, Native and Tribe, I love you guys. We are the hotness. Diva Shawnee, you could not be more correct. Okay. All right. Ms. Mad About Music is here. Says, hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, Ms. Mad About Music. How are you? Sis B Traveling is also in the building. Hello, Sis B Traveling. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Happy Monday. Listening from the bushes. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, Sis B Traveling. If you decide that you want to be traveling out them bushes and put in a comment, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay. But for the most part, Sis B Traveling, enjoy your time in the bushes. All right. Attitude and Tolerance said Legacy channeled her inner VPOC the other night. I'm telling you, it's easy to do. It's easy to do. It's easy to get that VPOC in you. I mean, once you get that VPOC in you, ain't nothing else to be said. All right. Boys Nana says, hello, Native. Did you hear the latest on Nesto? I heard a little bit. I was driving and I was trying to concentrate on these crazy Atlanta drivers at the time when in this crazy Atlanta traffic was bad today, y'all. I don't know what the hell is going on. Traffic was bad today, but I was trying to listen to Pam and understand something about Ford signatures and the truck wasn't his, the expectation of privacy, all that stuff kind of like went in one ear and out the other ear as I was trying to get Ford F-150 to get off my ass. Okay. So that happened. That happened. Yeah. Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes there. Are you talking about the forgery boys now? Yeah. Well, we do call him a career criminal. And they do say he nasty. So, there's all of that. So I tell y'all what, here's what we're going to do on this Monday. We are going to get into visit number 2. We did visit number 1 yesterday. And in visit number 1, let's recall that what Nesto and Sonya were trying to establish was the best eating spots, okay, in Atlanta. All right. Now, here's the thing. Okay. Look at this. Is Queen Abike Adu. Thank you so much for being here and thank you for coming out of the bushes, Queen. I appreciate you being here. I'm glad that you're ready to laugh because we're about to do just that. We are about to laugh. All right. Now, yesterday we listened to Nesto try to talk about food. Sonya wanted to talk about everything else because she's a scatterbrain. And the conversation would go off the rails. And then here come Nesto. Oh, who you think got the best biscuits? Who got the best biscuits in Atlanta? Who got the best breakfast food? Who got the best breakfast food? Who got is it a bread? You said well, I don't eat Popeyes because it's not real chicken. And when I was 9, I told my dad when I was 9 that the chicken was too big, and he said, "Yeah, and we never ate there again." What about asking for your damn stories? All right, your made up, fictionalized ass story, Sonya. Ain't no 9-year-old child completely derailed her daddy from eating at damn churches because the 9-year-old child somehow knows that the damn chicken is too big at churches. And then the daddy just laughed and was like, never thought about that 9-year-old little girl. I guess I won't be eating this anymore. Come on, y'all. Come on. And Nesto was sitting there like, okay, that wasn't what we was talking about, but okay, all right. Okay, all right. So what the okay, now what the best what the best sweet potato pie in Atlanta? Well, yeah, what Mary Max. Well, I don't really eat sweet potato pie because sweet potatoes are not natural. They don't come from. They're made in a lab, and I do. Okay, all right. Who got the best Rice Krispie treats? Who make the best Rice Krispie treats? Cause the best Rice Krispie treats is over there at the 9th Street Church. Whenever they had their little outing, and whenever they be out there selling them Rice Krispie treats, Miss Mary make the best Rice Krispie. Well, I don't really eat cereal, so I don't know. Like, oh my God, I think they grow that in a lab too. Rice Krispie treats. Like, I mean, y'all, this shit was stupid. The shit was stupid. Okay. Shirley's divorced finally. Thank you so much for being here. Says she's such a dumbass. She is an absolute dumbass. She is so stupid. Now, here's the thing. All right. She was wearing Marlon Jackson's clothes yesterday. All right. I don't know if she's going to switch to Tito or if she's going to stay maybe Randy. I don't know. But apparently she went to the Jackson 5. They had a yard sale and Sonya picked up some things. Okay. And she chose to wear those things to the damn jail. Okay. Okay. Shell Parker says, you killing me. Look, Shell Parker, this is what you come for. All right. You come for the laughs, Shell Parker. You come for the laughs. That's what we finna do today. All right. Now, V. Lenore says, hey, tribe, so sorry I didn't speak earlier to everyone. Love y'all. See, where is AW at? I want you to read this comment, AW. All right. V. Lenore loves everybody. V. Lenore is full of love. Now, will she cuss you out? Yes. Will she say, hit the motherfucking like button? Will she say it? Yes, she will. All right. All right. But we are used to that. We are used to V. Lenore being V. Lenore. Okay. So yes, she has love for everybody. I was quite upset about that, V. Lenore, when you showed that. I really was. I really was. Boys Nana said, Native, you mock Nesto so well. Well, you know what? This Boys Nana, how about this boy said, why this boy said that he feel like the jail is making him talk first grade. Okay. Boys Nana, this boy said that it was the jail fault that he talked first grade. Look, I can't make this shit up, Boys Nana. All right. He said that he can't wait to talk like he want to talk because the jail got him talking like he first grade. Why he think it's first grade, Boys Nana? Because I promise you, I've heard preschoolers form better sentences than Nesto Williams. You know, they say he nasty. So, Boys Nana, all I'm doing is I'm just giving you what I hear. Okay. I'm just giving you what I hear. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame is in the building. Says, hey, good evening, tribe. Hello, hello, hello. EK says, but she can eat pasta and Alfredo from a jar. Is that an accomplishment? Is that an accomplishment, EK? I don't know what that. Okay, all right. Okay, you're right though. You're right. You are correct. Retro in my fro. Thank you so much for being here. Says no, it was Stoney Jackson's. Okay, Stoney Jackson. Okay, makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. But I could have sworn Marlon had a joint just like that, Retro on my fro. But you that makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Boys Nana said looked like she was ready to take a space ride. Right, exactly. Exactly. No 504 said when he asked her who was the best breakfast in ATL, she took me out. I thought to myself, you burned a waffle in the oven. Right. Who got the best breakfast? Me. Oh, you got the best breakfast. You got the best breakfast. Oh, okay. All right. Good to know, Sonya. Good to know. I don't believe that shit. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't believe that she got the best breakfast in all of Atlanta. Okay. All right. I'm gonna show y'all something, okay? Sonya at one time when she was in her preteens, okay? This is what Sonya looked like in her preteens, okay? So what I want to ask y'all is does this person look like they grew up to be some kind of chef? I'm asking. I'm gonna show y'all again. Is this person right here, does it look like they grew up? This little rascal right here that grew up to be Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. Yes, we have rare photos of her childhood. Okay. Preteen Sonya. Okay. Does this preteen little child right here look like they can cook? I don't think so. I don't think so. Y'all let me know what y'all think, but I don't think so. Okay. Justin's mom is in the building, says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Justin's mom. Sweet Peasy's in the building. Sweet Peasy says, I like the way you ride and die for yours. You the kind of ninja I can trust. That's why we love you. Sweet Peasy. Thank you so much for the super chat. But let me tell you, Sweet Peasy, I don't play about my people. Now, that's one thing about it. Now, does that mean that I have fewer people? Absolutely. But I don't play about my people. All right. You come at my people, you coming at me. You dig? That's how that works. That's how that's always worked. So yes, Sweet Peasy, I will ride and die for V Lenore, Legacy Moon, anybody else that's in my circle. I will. Girl, I don't appreciate that shit. But Sweet Peasy, I do appreciate you, and I do appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really mean that. I do, and I do. Let me see. Did anybody else come in? Major's wife says somebody who doesn't eat grits does not make the best. Thank you, Major's wife. Thank you. I am Southern to the bone gristle. You cannot tell me that you make a good breakfast and you can't make grits. My mama made grits. My mama made oatmeal. She could cook an egg. My dad liked them over easy. I liked them scrambled. My mama could do the whole thing with the breakfast, right? And that included the grits, Major's wife. You can't. It's not possible. It's not possible. Jeez. I'm just saying that she got me a little amped on that. Okay. All right. Well, look, it's Salty Buzzard, V the One, Chick-fil-A gal. Thank y'all for coming in. You need a solution too. Yes, indeed. V Lenore said that is not Sonya, too dark skinned to be her. You right. I mean, when you write, you write, V Lenore. When you write, you write. Yeah, that is. Yeah, you're right. But look at the teeth and look at the hairline. And look, a very flat-chested child. That is. I mean, there's a lot in common. Okay, there's a lot in common. I'm just saying. Pink Pearls is also in the building. Little Lady D is in the house. Hello. Hey, let's talk about it all. Says, hey everybody. Hello. Make it rain. NYC says exactly. I could eat grits for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Let me tell you something. Make it rain. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna share this with all y'all. If y'all go to my city, okay. If y'all ever are in the Gulf Coast, or y'all are on the Gulf Coast, and you want to go to the Panhandle, Pensacola, Florida, where I am proudly from, representing that 850. Okay. If y'all want to go down there, make it rain. There is a restaurant called the Fish House. Okay. They have the best shrimp and grits that you will ever have. I don't care what you done had before. I don't care what you eating now. But you go down there, you going to have you a good time because their grits are Gouda cheese grits and they are phenomenal. They might even overshadow the shrimp. I'm just saying, make it rain. I'm just saying. Y'all thank me later when y'all go down there and tell them I sent you. It's not like they know me, but just tell them I sent you anyway. Just see what they do. Ray Della Lewis is in the house and says, hey. Hello, Ray Della Lewis. How are you? Ray Della Lewis, you came just in time because we are about to, and again, hold on, y'all. Hold on. This is why V Lenore is my people. You see what I'm saying? Make it rain. I sometimes do eat grits for dinner. That's what I'm talking about, V Lenore. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's that shit. Okay? That's that shit. But anyway, if you have come in, Chick-fil-A gal said, my kitchen is the best shrimp and grits, but I'll give them a try. Let me tell you something. You go out there, you go to Pensacola, and you get you some of that shrimp and grits. Their grits, they actually have had demand. Like when people come down there to visit and they leave, they have had demands for like the recipe. So they had to come out with a recipe book. That's how good them damn grits are. I promise you. I'm not going to lead you wrong on that one. But Chick-fil-A gal, I'm good to know that you make some good shrimp and grits. That's good. I like to know. Okay. Attitude and Tylenol says, I just learned how to make my grits really creamy with some heavy whipping cream, and I use Gouda and sharp cheddar cheeses. So good. Yes. Okay, Attitude and Tylenol, don't tell nobody. But I use some cream cheese. All right. You put that cream cheese in there, all right, and you add your other ingredients. Okay, like Sonya said, you tasting the other stuff that's in there because Sonya don't know that's how food works. But you put that in there with their Attitude and Tylenol, some cream cheese, probably to replace that heavy whipping cream, and it's gonna give you that same consistency. I promise. I promise. Your boy can cook. Your boy can cook over here. Okay. Andrea says yes. 850. Me too. Yes, Andrea. 850 representing that panhandle. Okay. Anastasia Nelson said, I just made grits. Okay, Anastasia Nelson, I ain't mad at it. I am not mad at it at all. Joseph Bullard, my brother, is in the house. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Joseph Bullard. How are you? Diva Shawnee says, here we go about grits again. You are not black if you don't like no kind of greens. That's why I punched you in the face. That's fine. I'll take the punch. I'll take the punch. It ain't gonna make me eat greens, Diva Shawnee. How about that? You ain't changed nothing. You ain't changed the damn thing. I still don't eat them. But yes, I do eat my grits. Okay. I do eat my grits. Anyway. Yeah, Attitude and Tylenol. Try the cream cheese. The cream cheese, you won't switch back. You will not switch back. Put that in there, let that cream cheese melt in there. Oh my God, you got something good on your hands. Speaking of something good on our hands, okay. Let's get into, hold on, y'all. Let's get into this call. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna light a fire. Okay. I'm gonna light a fire so that way, we know, that we're talking about some good stuff here. Okay. So the fire's lit. All right. The fire is lit. So let's get into our call. Y'all ready?
You know my book. She's struggling here.
Let me just say that the woman that you see wiping off the phone, okay, because it might have germs on it, all right? Black but not bitter, my hero. What did she not do when she left the toilet to go rescue her waffle in the oven? What did she do? Or better yet, black but not bitter, what did she not do? I'm just saying, carried all her feces into the kitchen, okay? Carried all that feces into the kitchen because she was on the toilet talking to her boyfriend and forgot about the waffle that was in the oven. So she jumped off the toilet, ran past the sink, went to go get the damn waffle out of the oven because who does that? And then Rossi, okay, and then Rossi, and then said that she ain't had no dinner, okay, because the waffle was her dinner. Hey, obsessed with the mess. How are you? So the waffle was her dinner, so she couldn't eat dinner that night. But yes, let's look at it because see, here's the thing. Make It Rain said wash her hands. She ain't wash her hands. We heard the toilet flush, but we ain't hear wash her hands. Uh-huh. Yeah, Make It Rain says she doesn't wipe her ass. Mm-hmm. Yep. She doesn't do that. But yet, Miss Prim and Proper, okay, is gonna come in here and wipe down these people's phones as if she too good. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Major's wife says, is it me or does Sonya hold her mouth just like Bobby Brown used to when he was on the ooh wee? I'm just asking. Yes, she does. Okay. All right. Tays them all. Salty Buzzard says climbs into buses with strange men. Right. She's had all kind of toys all up in her. She's had all kind of men, married men, but now all of a sudden she got to wipe everything down. I'm just saying. Hey, let's talk about it all. That's correct. She did not wash her hands. Okay? She did not wash her hands. Legacy Moon said no native, not feces. Look, Legacy Moon. Now, we all know that on a micro level, okay, when Sonya got up off of that toilet, which was probably already germ infested and feces infested, okay, I just feel like she lives her life that way, all right? We all know that when she got up and did not wash her hands, she ain't put no panties on. She ain't did none of that. She ran her little scrawny ass into the kitchen, and there is a feces trail, whether it can be seen or unseen, right? We know that on a micro level, her kitchen is ferocious, as Nesto would say, okay? Ferocious. You can probably catch all kind of shit in there. You could probably go in Sonia's kitchen and catch gingivitis, okay? You could go in Sonia's kitchen and catch scurvy. If you stay in there too long, you could catch malaria, all right? You could go in Sonia's kitchen for some chips and come out with smallpox, okay? Legacy Moon, it's filthy living. That's how she lives her life. She's given us evidence. There were ants in the damn dishwasher. They put cups in the freezer instead of washing them. Okay? So yes, Legacy Moon. It's all types of shit in there. Literally all types of shit in there. Nasty ass. Miss Kim says, who the hell makes waffles in the oven? Well, people that can't afford toasters. Okay? All right? People that can't afford toasters. Ms. Mad About Music says, native damn yuck, I'm eating dinner. Look, I'm sorry, Ms. Mad About Music. You know I don't do it on purpose, but you know don't have food or drink when you come over here, okay? We've already discussed this, all right? Because we never know where the hell the conversation gonna go. Shirley's divorce finally says she ain't clean, but cleaning that phone. That's exactly my point. Attitude and Tylenol said that's literally some shit. Right. She's a shitty person in a lot of different ways. Okay. All right. Mary Willis said, native, I cannot. Yes, you can, Mary Willis. We just started. Okay. We just started. B says she had all kinds of. She did, B. She did. EK said, I know Sonya got that nasty woman's disease. That's what they said in The Color Purple. You know, I hear she got that nasty woman disease. Yep, that's how it go, EK. That's how it go. When you sleep with a married man and then try to convince V. Lenore that 3 hours was long enough to talk to this man to get to sleep with him, yeah, that's how that happens. Okay? Make It Rain, NYC, Florida says she probably was on the toilet so long the feces dried up on her in her crack. Correct. Because she was in the back. We could hear the acoustics. We knew she was in the bathroom. We knew this. So yes, Make It Rain, NYC, that is what happened. And then what happens when she leaves? Gravity takes over and the shit falls out of her ass. Make It Rain. It's all over the house. Poor Tomas. I feel bad for Tomas. Oh my God. Your friendly neighborhood Cupcake says scurvy. Yes, scurvy. She gonna bring it back. All right. She gonna bring it back. Not only is she gonna bring back fashion from the 1990s, she's gonna bring back diseases from the 1890s. Okay. So it's not just the 1990s that's going to get a revisit. It's going to be the 1890s as well. Scurvy. Your friendly neighborhood Cupcakes. Chi-Town CPA is in the house and says, did she make sure that dildo Nesto used on her was wiped off from Gail and all the other side victims? Yeah, no, she didn't. You think that this heifer sat up there and pulled out some handy wipes and wiped that shit down? Absolutely not, Chi-Town CPA. You know, that's why they say she nasty. And he is too. Uh-huh. This principal says she ain't got no panties on the dance floor. Attitude and Tylenol says that's probably ground zero for COVID. Yes. Major's wife said, please spell ferocious. Native, we need a live dedicated to the Nesto word bank. We do. Maybe we could do a members only on that. We could set up and put that together. Uh-huh. Boys Nana said catch an STD in the kitchen and not in the fun way. Nope. Not in the fun way, boys. Now, nope. Catch an STD in the kitchen just trying to get some Pringles. You open up the Pringles can, all kind of shit come out. Okay, so yes, boys. Nana, she got these damn germs and shit coming out like fucking Ghostbusters when the containment unit broke. All right, that's how the damn germs and shit coming out that damn Pringles can. Okay, who you gonna call? Ho Busters. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Joseph Bullet says the roaches have their annual convention in her kitchen. They look, no, Joseph Bullet, that's the family reunion, okay? That's the family reunion. Damn it. Hey, sound checking that. How are you? Boys Nana said, do she still clean the phone down at the jailhouse? Well, Boys Nana, let's look and see. Let's look and see.
Hello.
By the time you get all the way together, that visit be over with.
Time be up. Oops.
That's okay. That's all right. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
You hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Okay,
It's nice.
okay.
It's not so bad today. It's not so cold today.
Oh, okay. Well, you look nice today. Appreciate your time. Getting all dolled up.
I look like this every day. What are you talking about?
Hey, it is what it is.
She is so stupid. You do not look like this every day, Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. You don't, okay? I have empirical evidence that Sonya Waller Jackson Durham III does not look like this every day, okay? I have evidence, all right? All right? Y'all want to see what Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III look like sometime? It's this, okay? That's right. That's right. The siding is missing on the house, okay? All right? Let me make this a little bit bigger for y'all so y'all can see that it's not an optical illusion. This is not AI. The sides are missing on the side of the house. The roof is barely holding on, okay? The roof is barely holding on, but the siding is gone, all right? We need a siding person to come in and fix this shit because it's gone. And this is the way this heifer leaves the house. So no, you do not look like this every day, all right? Sometimes you look like this. I ain't make this shit up, y'all. I didn't. AI don't work like that. It just don't. It does not work like that, okay? So no, she doesn't. I have evidence. Okay. I've shown my evidence. So now we can move on. Okay. All right. All right. Let's listen.
Yeah.
I wake up
So
like this.
Huh?
I said I wake up like this.
Oh, okay. It look dark over there.
Right? That better?
Yeah. It's just a light where you at. That's all.
Yeah, I'm in the dark. I mean, the lights are off back here. The lights are off there and here.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I don't know if they can turn them on.
That's all right. That's okay. You're gonna kill your time. Yeah.
Not gonna knock on the door and be like, "Oh, the lights is off back here."
Why does this bald-headed man insist on showing everybody all of her hair on this? Y'all, what is happening right now? I don't understand. Can anybody explain to me what is happening right now? Hey, Ms. Veronica, how are you? Andrea says she is so gross. Yeah, she kind of is. And Black But Not Bitter, apparently they don't make clothes her size. Because I don't know what the hell size that would be outside of like toddler. The Garanimals, they have like a different animal for the different sizes. So maybe she's a baby panda. I don't know what size she wears and why she can't get shit her size. But no, Black But Not Bitter, I don't think that they do make them in her size. Yeah. Shirley's divorce finally says she takes 20 minutes to clean off the phone and fix her booster seat. Yep. All for her to get all them damn them ear germs all over the phone all over again. I hope the people that come after her clean even harder because we don't know what all the hell is going on in her ears. Because trust me when I tell you, I doubt seriously that she takes time to clean her ears. Seriously, she uses a wash rag to wash her mouth and her teeth. Okay? That's what she does. She said it. I didn't say it. Okay? Make It Rain NYC says she's swinging that ponytail. She is indeed. Okay. The only Black But Not Bitter. Yes, Ernesto did say It's not so cold today. It's not so cold today. Who needs an L? Who needs an L? I'm just saying. Miss Principal said that is not dog. The Negro being passive aggressive with her and she can't tell. Look, Miss Principal, she thought because Nyla said amen that Nyla was a Bible toter. She thought that this is how slow she is in processing shit in her brain. She doesn't understand sarcasm. She doesn't understand anything because she thought Nyla was a religious person because Nyla said amen. So yes, Miss Principal, it all goes over her head. Passive aggressive, sarcasm. She don't understand shit. So that's a thing. That is a thing. The only black but not bitter says her edges are AI, absolutely invisible. Black but not bitter. Where are you? Black but not bitter. Where are you getting it from? Black but not bitter. Where are you getting it from? That's I'm gonna laugh about that later. Boys Nana says, Sonya, we seen the circles pics of you, video chat, no makeup or filters. Right. Mary Willis says she's a 304 with her big ass head. Yes, it is large and it is hairless. Joseph Bullet says, I hate that fake ass baby talk shit. Yeah, I know, right? Oh yeah. I really am. Oh yeah. I'm gonna cook this every day. How are you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sad. It is sad. Let's listen to some more. Listen to her routine, whatever the hell she's gonna talk about.
Why is it dark?
Yeah. Well, what's going on out there in the world out there?
How you feel?
Well, you know what?
Same old same. It ain't nothing different.
Well, you know what? One thing I do know for sure. At least I'll make it to that grade 60 ball. Somebody didn't make it today. Somebody didn't make it today. So, you know.
Every day somebody didn't make it.
No, it's just funny to me how people really show their true character. Man. Yeah.
Sure. Everything comes to light. That's just what it is.
Man.
And you just really think hard on everything. I was listening to, okay, so this guy, he was talking about, men and saying that,
So there's this guy, baptize that ass. Thank you so much for being here. But baptize that ass. Did you know that there was this guy, okay, unnamed, unknown guy, okay, and he was talking about men. Okay, so there was a guy talking about men, not a man talking about guys. Okay, let's not get it fucked up. Okay, it was a guy who was talking about men, and she was listening to this. Okay, and she got all the facts right. She got the whole thing right because she listens so well, especially when it comes to guys that talk about men. Okay, this is guy and talk about men. Okay, that's a great way to start this story because y'all know she gonna get it all right. Okay, watch, she gonna get all this right.
Men don't need therapy. Men need gratitude. He said, because the weight that a man carries for his family and his loved ones, and everything is always on his shoulders, and all he needs is gratitude.
Okay. Men don't need therapy. Men need gratitude. No chance, Sonya, that men need both. No chance that people need to reevaluate the way that they appreciate certain men. No chance that they could also use therapy as well from not being appreciated. That's not a possibility? No, it's not? Okay.
Y'all sound clown. That sounds like a clown statement.
That sounds like a clown statement, Sonya, because how in the world, if a man is mentally in need of relief, how is somebody saying thank you going to help him with that in the long term? It may make that man feel good at that moment, okay? But long term, therapy might be needed, you dummy, okay? Therapy could possibly be needed. But you know what, Sonya? For listening to this podcast or made up shit or whatever this is, okay? I'm not going to take nothing away from you, okay? Something wrong. Okay? Something wrong. Now, y'all got to admit that what she just said makes no sense. Something is really, really wrong with her. Hello, Say J. How are you? She says, "What up, tribe, native, and the furnace dwellers?" Dimples Wimples 504 in the house said, "This ain't just a channel; it's a whole experience. You better believe that." Y'all come on through and join the native tribe. Thank you so much for being here, Dimples Wimples. I do appreciate you. Salt and Pepper Trusses is always in the house. Chi-Town Lee Remote says, "Next year I'm going to make my 50 ball." Nobody says that. Chi-Town Lee Remote, don't start. A 60 ball. Next year, gonna dip my 60 ball. It's gonna be a 60 ball next year, y'all. 60 ball. It sounds dumb. It just sounds like a really dumb thing to say. But anyway, Lady Janice says, "Here she go." Absolutely. Miss Principal said, "I thought he was talking about taking 60." I got to start reading these before I start. I got to read these in advance. Okay. Miss Principal says, "I thought he was talking about taking." Okay. One more time. I'm a professional. Miss Principal says, "I thought he was talking about taking 60 balls." Damn it, Miss Principal. Damn it. I got to start reading yours in advance, Miss Principal. I can see. Miss Kim says she thinks she's serving in that white button down. She's swimming inside that shirt. Yeah, she is. She absolutely is. She does. Now, this does remind me of a 90s R&B group type thing where you have like 5 more of her and they all got on that same shirt, Miss Kim. That's what it kind of does remind me of. Look like she about to make a follow-up to a Jodeci song, for real. E.T. Waller Williams said, "The oldest fool in Cobb County lockup." Yes, he is the senior. He is the senior. Little Lady D says she makes up the ish as she speaks. I believe so. I do believe so. Okay. Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mystery says, "At Native, you're good at Nesto Speak. What is a 60 ball? I just can't figure it out." Well, here it is. Okay. Ernesto wants to be the bell at the ball. Okay. Ernesto has waited 60 years to be the bell at the ball. And you know who he wants to be at the ball with, Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries? If you said Gary with the T, you're right. You're right. He wants to make that 60 ball. He wants to be the bell at the ball with that damn Gary with the T. That's what that is. Okay. I hope that you got that now. Okay. Lexi the Law Nerd says men definitely need therapy. Look, Lexi the Law Nerd, what she's saying is so stupid because if you think about it, she's saying that an alternative to long-term therapy, the alternative is to say, "Thank you. Thank you. Let me take you to Shoney's." They still got Shoney's. I don't know if they still got Shoney's. "Let me take you to Shoney's so you can have the all-you-can-eat breakfast. Thank you." And some kind of way that replaces actual professionals that do therapy with everything that, and look, I'm talking about from a black man's perspective, right? In case y'all didn't notice when y'all came in here, all right? Or if y'all been listening all this time and didn't notice, I am a black man. And let me tell y'all something. There are so many microaggressions and so many things that we go through, from police brutality to outright racism to pressures from society. Because guess what, y'all? Black men are not expected to do anything wrong. Look at Barack Obama. When Barack Obama was in the White House, he wore a tan suit and they flipped out. So that trickles down to people that aren't the president, right? Like, there's so much that we bear on our shoulders. And to say that the only thing that black men need is thank you is absolutely ludicrous, Lexi the Law Nerd. It's so dumb. It is so dumb. Jane is in the building, says, "Hi all." Hello, Jane. How are you? Ms. HLS is also in the building, indeed. Dimples Wimple says men need therapy just as much as women. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Therapy is one of those things where it's like, I think it's becoming less of less of a taboo conversation in Black communities now. I hear a lot of people talking about therapy. It is absolutely necessary, and it doesn't mean that something is wrong. Okay. It doesn't mean, I'm gonna say it again for somebody that might be pondering, it does not mean something is wrong. As a matter of fact, it takes a lot of courage to take that step to make sure that mentally you are healthy. So correct, you're absolutely right. Dimples Bumples, you are absolutely right. Like, Miss Principal said legacy, he's talking about turning 69 years old. Oh my God. Look, Miss Principal, I don't think I've ever sent you to the furnace. Tonight might be a furnace night for you, okay? All right? Just saying. Okay. All right. 60 years old. Okay, you correct, 69 years old. E.T. Waller Williams says, so if a man was our word, just say thank you and he should be good. Right. And I don't know now. Am I saying that she's making all of this up? No. Am I saying that she probably heard this wrong? Yeah, because I can't think of a professional that would get in front of a microphone and say something like that. Because that's completely irresponsible. Like, for real. Salt and Pepper Trusted says this zesty little dude needs therapy. The zesty little dude does indeed. Yeah. Lady Janice, that's what she said. Men don't need therapy. Men just need a thank you. Mm-hmm. Yep. Ms. Kim says a lot of men need therapy, especially the misogynistic, homophobic, low vibrational ones like Nesto. Ooh. Well, Ms. Kim, maybe his prison cellmate will be a former therapist. You know, I mean, therapists go to prison. Maybe that'll happen. Hello, minding my biz, being nosy. How are you? So glad that you could be here today. All right, y'all. Yeah, no, that's what he meant, Miss Principal. You just put 69 in there. You know that man ain't no damn 69. And I think you did it on purpose, Miss Principal. That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. 69, knowing that he in the cell thinking about Gary with the T. Miss Principal, I see what you did. Us seniors need love too, says good evening, Native and Tribe. Late but present. You are not late. You are present. Okay. Your presence is my present. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Justice Mom said Gary with the T. I know it. You know it. You already know it. Let's listen. Hold on. Make it rain. Thank you so much for the super chat. Make it rain says thank you for always getting us entertained. It is my pleasure, literally my pleasure. Make it rain. But thank you for being here and supporting this channel. I appreciate you and everybody that comes through. And by the way, hold on, since my friend V. Lenore is in the house, I'm gonna do this for her. Okay. Hit the motherfucking like button. See, that's how she do. See, that ain't what I do. I'm just borrowing it for the night. Okay. Okay. All right. It felt kind of good though, but I'm just saying, you know, that what she be doing. That what she be doing. Okay. All right. Let's let's listen to some more.
Or just acknowledgement that I understand what you're carrying and everything that you're doing. You know, the burden and stuff that rides on the man of the family or the household or whatever. So country western looking dude.
Oh, okay. So you gonna clean the whole lobby?
Okay. It was kind of
Yeah.
sticky. Yeah. So yeah, he was saying that, you know, that it was more so gratitude that the man needs more so than therapy to discuss his problems. Because it's like if you raise them right, they're built for the burden.
So Sonya is not only a zesty little dude, Sonya is a toxic zesty little dude, because this is the type of shit that people have been preaching to little boys for all this time, and we're realizing now that this type of rhetoric does not help anybody. Okay, this type of rhetoric, boys aren't supposed to cry, causes boys to hold their emotions in a very unhealthy way. All right, all of this toxic shit that we are teaching young boys and have been for decades and generations, right? It's wrong. And right now we're seeing it manifest itself in a lot of different ways. So raising somebody, quote unquote, right does not prevent them from needing help later down the line. Now, Chi-Town Libra Mo says, I have things wrong. I need a therapist. Yes, you do. And if things are going that way for you and you feel that's what you need, absolutely. What I'm saying is that it doesn't always mean that there's something wrong. Now, if you do have something wrong and you recognize that and you go to a therapist, that's one thing. But a lot of people, the stigma behind it is that I'm fine syndrome, right? I'm fine. And deep down inside, you're not. So, Chi-Town Libra Mo, I appreciate you being able to recognize that you got some things going on that need to be corrected. I appreciate that. And that is another tool for therapy. But for a lot of people who just sit and say, well, I'm good, I feel good, ain't nothing wrong with me, blah, 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 blah. That's how we're taught to be. There's a book called Cool Pose. And in Cool Pose, the author talks about how Black men have to have a cool pose. Like, we can't show weakness. We can't show fear. We can't show worry. We have to always have a cool pose. Like, we have to pose like nothing's wrong with us. And that is very, very, very unhealthy, right? So the healthy thing is what you said. I have things going wrong. I have things that I can't work out. I need therapy. It's a sentence that a lot of people need to say, Chi-Town Libra Mo. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, okay? I appreciate that. Sleepy Libra 17 says, I was thinking of that the other day, how they went crazy over that tan suit. It was pure jealousy. Exactly. Miss Kim says, I bet Sonya was a fan of Kevin Samuels. I bet in some way Kevin Samuels was reincarnated to be Sonya. Just came back, probably shares the same body. Absolutely. Hey, Bella, you are not late. You are present. Thank you so much for being here. Pen Pal 50 is also in the house. Thank you so much. Your friendly neighborhood cupcake says, Miss Kim, I think she mentioned him once or twice before. I think so. Boys Nana says, at church yesterday, I was encouraging a man to think about therapy. He was very receptive, so Sonya doesn't know what she's talking about. Boys Nana, Sonya has no clue what she's talking about. When she starts getting into how you raise your child will determine whether or not your child needs therapy, lets you know that she is absolutely out of her mind.
Y'all sound clown. That sounds like a clown statement.
Absolutely sounds like a clown statement. So, I mean, she's aggravating in this way. This is the way that she's aggravating, is the way that she tries to state facts that aren't facts. Okay. Mary Willis says, I have a Black grown son. I keep him in prayer and he have a therapist. He's in Chicago police. Black man needed all. Correct. Mary Willis, do you believe that, as Sonya's stating, that the way you raise your child determines whether or not they need therapy? Do you believe that Tomas, her own son, is going to need therapy? Because I do. Okay. And I think it's ironic that that's what she's saying about the situation. B said, you gonna clean the whole lobby? You gonna need the whole lobby? You gonna clean the whole thing? You gonna clean the whole thing. Lady Janice says Nesto is clearly not interested in this conversation, but she keeps right on talking. We could say that about just about any conversation. Any conversation. Okay? All right? Miss Kim said, did she raise Tomas right? No, she didn't. She didn't. You could tell. You can tell that she didn't. Just by the way she talks. Dimples Wimple says, boys/men have emotions. Y'all need a release as well. We do. I know I do. And I know that that there are a lot of people that, again, have been taught that showing emotion is wrong. We've heard Earl Lamont Dunbar reference this several times, and he's probably one of the most toxic human beings walking the planet right now. And we've heard like Nesto reference it too, when he said that Dion was crying like a bitch. Hey, Dion, somebody wake Dion up. Can somebody wake Dion up? Because I know Dion sleep, because Dion go through a lot during the course of the day. Dion probably just came back from a funeral from one of his friends. Now, the hard part is that laughing at Dion because his friends keep getting shot and shit, but Dion is got some bad luck going on around him. So Dion probably just left a funeral. So can anybody wake Dion up? Because I got. Hey, Dion, you up? You up, bruh? Hey, say, bruh, you up? Okay, listen, Dion, your daddy said that when you said that you was hot, and when you said that you was just hot, he said that you was crying like a bitch. Dion, I ain't trying to get between you and your daddy, okay? You love who you want to love, okay? And you are not in control of who your daddy is. But I just want to let you know that we, the busters, you know how you called us busters that time? Okay. We, the busters, heard your daddy call you a bitch, okay? And he said it to the bobblehead that's on the left side of the screen, okay? Just something to think about, Dion. Just something to think about. You might not want to answer the phone no more. I'm just saying. If you don't answer the phone, Dion, he's still gonna be your daddy. All right, that ain't gonna change that. But you ain't got to talk to this nigga. That's all I'm saying. Okay, okay, all right. E.T. Waller Williams said, "Why do we always have to be built for something? Because that's the only way. That's the most basic way of them expressing themselves without really having to get into the minutia of how human beings actually work. So when you are simple-minded, you say simple things. So built for something is the way that they express that because they have no idea how actual human beings operate mentally, physically, and spiritually, and how sometimes discernment can take over in certain situations. They call Shirley having discernment and walking away. They say that she was not built for this. Well, she kind of was. She was built for being able to pay for this nigga a lawyer. She was built for being able to be a wife to this man, even though he was locked up. She was built for being able to encourage him in ways that Sonya cannot. So she was actually built for a lot of different things. But because she did not have a street mentality, they said that she wasn't built for this. Sometimes discernment can take over. So that's the reason why they always say you got to be built for something. It's because they lack the ability to express themselves. Either way. Bella says, I love when men cry. Okay. I'll keep that in mind, Bella. I understand what you mean, Bella. I do appreciate that comment. Lady Janice says, Native, you are correct. I'll talk about this in my book. We tell our boys don't cry, then they grown, not able to express their emotions. They struggle with connecting with a woman emotionally, right? The emotional intelligence is one of those things that oftentimes I feel like in relationships, people don't look for that. But you do have to be with somebody that is emotionally intelligent. That way you can speak to them without speaking, if that makes sense. You want to be with somebody that knows when something is wrong. You want to be with somebody that understands who you are, whether you say something or not. See, and that's what that emotional intelligence is. But you also want to be with somebody that is able to express themselves in a very healthy way. Somebody that can express their emotions to you in a very healthy way. A lot of men, not all, but a lot of men, because we grow up that way, Lady Janice, and because this is what we are taught, we do not express ourselves in a healthy way. Okay? When somebody walks up and steps on your shoe by accident, there should not be an outburst of gunfire, right? But how many times have we heard this over and over again? I've seen it myself. I've seen people either come close to being unalived or just beaten to a pulp over a simple misunderstanding. So that holding in emotions manifests itself in a lot of really bad ways a lot of times. And that's why we have to change the narrative in the way that we speak to our sons. We really, really do. Problem resolution is something that we really, really, really do need to talk about. Like, really, we do. Justin's mom says, my boyfriend does that and he won't tell me until way later after the fact. Yeah. We gotta get into the habit of communicating, like for real. Parameter Woman says, I encourage my husband to seek a therapist. He stated to me that it's the best decision ever. Yeah. No one ever comes back and is like, what'd I do that for? Nobody ever does that. Dimples Wimple says, that's why our men are so effed up in the head, because they grow up believing the stigma of boys, men don't cry. Right. And that and a lot of different things. We're taught that we are supposed to be conquerors. which is why we always have a void to fill when it comes to relationships, and that's why we cheat. We are taught that, like problem resolution, like I just said, we are taught that when it comes to problem resolution, you have to annihilate the other person. You have to show violence. You have to show that you are stronger than that other person, which is why we can't just fight no more. We got to go pull out. We got to go pull out them things. And that's the reason why, is because problem resolution is not taught to us in a very productive way. So all of that, Dimples Wimples, all of that, yes, it is manifesting itself in some very unhealthy ways out here. It really is. Let's listen to some more of this bullshit that she's about to say.
They're built for it. Real men, not the soft, watered down ones, but the real ones are built for it. It's just mainly just gratitude. Like, I really appreciate, you holding us down or doing this or everything. I felt that.
Okay.
I felt
So
that.
what you think about Biden pardon his son?
We knew that was going to happen.
Oh, okay.
You think he wasn't? Think about it. He was in cahoots with his son. He had his son take that case for me. Go ahead and plead. Don't worry about it, because remember, all of this happened while he was in office. So whatever happens, don't worry. On my way out, long as this happens before I get out, I'll pardon you. So just eat all of these cases or whatever. Just make sure it happens before I get out. So if we don't take it to trial, we just got to take a plea, and I'll pardon you. Even though they kept saying, but they always tell us it's blue when it's actually red, or it's green. They keep saying it's yellow. That's what the Democrat Party does. But people don't wake up to that. They're gonna always sell you a car with no motor.
So basically, Sonya's saying that we stupid. Okay, can we just call a thing a thing? Sonya is saying that we are stupid. She's saying that we're easily distracted. We don't know anything. She's at a higher level of knowledge than we are, right? And that's what conspiracy theorists believe, right? Conspiracy theorists believe that they know something we don't. We as in the general public. We as in people that read books. We as in people that have been involved in politics. We as in people that have protested and understand Black people's struggle in this country. We, the people, the educated people, right? The talented 10th, whatever you want to say. Conspiracy theorists believe that they know more than those of us who are fact-based people. Okay. Now, if you all remember, a couple months ago, must have been, I covered Lord Jamar debating about whether the earth was flat or not. Okay. He went up against Professor Dave, who has done research and is an actual scientist and understands these principles of gravity and buoyancy and all these things, right? But Lord Jamar, that's right, that Lord Jamar, punks jump up to get beat down Lord Jamar, decided that it would be a good idea for him to try to show up somebody who actually understands how the earth and gravity works. So it was a shit show, okay? But it goes to show you that people who are not versed or who are not well read in a subject, because the internet exists, are able to put shit out that is not true, is unproven, okay? And thinks that this knowledge that he has from Brand Nubian, okay? And no, Brand Nubian is not a college. Brand Nubian was a rap group from the 90s, but he feels like his Brand Nubian knowledge could go up against an actual scientist, and he thought it was going to turn out well for him, and it did not. He embarrassed himself, and I imagine that if his mama's still around, embarrassed her too, because these internet philosophers, these internet conspiracy theorists, they honestly believe, like Sonya believes, that they are spitting facts to people when they say shit like this. Okay? Jeez, absolutely Awful. Ms. HLS says, we're stupid, but she's involved in a relationship with 5 women's husband. Right. We're stupid, okay? And we will buy a car without a motor, Ms. HLS. That's what she just said. That we will just buy a car without a motor because we ain't got no good sense, okay? And that's what she believe about us. But yet, like you said, Nesto got them draws in 3 hours. Ain't that what she said, V. Lenore? She said 3 hours. And then she tried to make it seem like that was normal. Well, it was 3 hours. Remember that? Mm-hmm. But we the dumb ones. We dumb. Okay. Lady Janice says at Native, this is why most women feel like they are re-raising the man because he cannot communicate effectively. Most men shut down and don't say nothing. Women must learn to hear and discern his silence. Right. You are right. You are right. And I hate that women have to go through that. You should not have to go through that in order to find a mate or be with somebody. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. That communication should flow. I watched my parents all my life, and the communication just flowed. It just did. So I know that it works. Mary Willis says, we the people knew what it takes to raise powerful young adult men and women's, a village, including therapists. Right. It does take a village. It does take a village. Legacy Moon sums it up quite succinctly and says, I'm sorry, but she is an asshole. Yes, she is. She is. Hey, Kim F., how are you? How are you? Let's Legacy Moon said Sonya's an asshole. Let's just let's listen.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm saying.
You can't be still, can you? You can't. You feel like
It's
something's gonna
cold.
crawl on you or something? It's cold, that's what it is.
It's cold. It's cold. And my coat is kind of like this. The way this blouse is, the coat is kind of tailored, so it's kind of restricted a little because it's like a built like a suit jacket, but it's kind of tailored in a little. Yeah, so kind of.
Well, I sure be glad when I can really talk normal. Man, I can really talk. I feel like I'm talking Ebonic, first grade. I feel like all that right now.
Where do we start? Where do we start? Do we start with the Ebonics or do we start with the first grade? I'm just trying to understand. You get me? You get me. You get me says cocaine is a hell of a drug. It is. It's one hell of a drug. But you get me. He said he feel like he talking Ebonics first grade. Ernesto Williams, sir, are you telling me and everybody in this chat that have listened to you talk, we listened to you talk for the last, when we started doing the show, 2023? Huh? Is that what GC say? Oh my, I can't. Look, GC, he said he talk normal when he's not in jail. He talk normal. Because right now, what's causing him to talk the way he talk is him being in the jail. That's what's causing him to talk this way, y'all. It ain't because he grew up in the back of the woods. All right? It ain't because he grew up behind a Citgo gas station. Nope, that ain't why. It ain't because he dropped out and dropped back in and then dropped back out of the 8th grade. That ain't why. It ain't because he grew up on Shaft and Dolomite movies instead of Sesame Street like the rest of us did. Electric Company. 3-2-1 Contact. See, that's how most of us grew up, right? I might have some youngsters in here that might have got they Where's Waldo, Barney, all that stuff. Okay, cool. But see, Ernesto Williams, you know, they say he nasty. He grew up on some Dolomite, some Petey Wheatstraw, the devil's son-in-law. That's how he grew up. But he's saying that that's not the reason why he talked the way he talked. He talked the way he talked because he's in the jail. Now, I do not believe that. Okay? Fur grade, B. Fur grade. Okay? Fur grade. That I talk. That I talk. Okay? Saying. Peekaboo says, how does he define normal? I don't know. I don't know. But listen, to me, sound like he talk. Now, I've heard first graders talk. Okay. I ain't never heard no first grader talk like this. I've heard Ebonic conversations. I ain't never heard Ebonic sound like this, y'all. Okay? So Rossi, I don't believe it either. Okay? But let's figure out why he can't talk the way he talk. Or the way he want to talk. Because he got to talk. He can't talk the way he want to talk, y'all.
Yeah.
You're right. You got to watch what you say. Can't say anything. Don't
No.
say nothing.
Yeah, I definitely know that. But it's a lot I sure want to talk about. Yeah, I sure do. That ain't right. That I know ain't right. You know, it's just amazing to me how people really, really, really show their colors. It's just amazing to me. I mean, I know that already. But boy, when they be in your face,
you already know that.
boy, when they be in your face, they be like popping it for real. Yeah, they so this, that, this, and third.
You mean like you was with Shirley when you was telling her that God had sent y'all together, had put y'all together, and that God was gonna make everything all right, and that you was gonna do this, and you was gonna. Is that what you talking about? You talking about you, sir? You talking about you, the one that kept cheating on your wife, and every day that she came home, on the days that you did come home, you smiled in her face, and you was popping in her face, but behind her back you was popping some coochie. Is that? Are you talking about you, sir? I'm just trying to understand who you would be referring to, because Pot again calling Kettle black, right? Right. Let's listen one more time. I want y'all to hear and tell me if he ain't describing himself. Okay.
This is a lot I sure want to talk about. Yeah, I sure do. That ain't right. That I know ain't right.
So just like sleeping with this little thing on the left side of the screen wasn't right, right? Right? Getting married 5 times and divorcing twice, that ain't right, right? It's a whole lot, right? Your hairline in this damn still shot ain't right. Ain't right. The way that you talk and form sentences ain't right. It ain't right. So you're right. It sure is a lot that ain't right, Nesto. Sure is.
You know, it's just amazing to me how people really, really, really show their colors. It's just amazing to me.
It's amazing to me too, Nesto. Okay. It's amazing to me too that somebody has theft by deception that they're being charged with. Somebody has CP that they're being charged with. Somebody who has trafficking that they're being charged with, right? I mean, all these things, right? Somebody who now we have learned forged some signatures. Okay. Forged some signatures. That ain't right, Nesto. That ain't right. That ain't right. Somebody who ain't never raised their children. That ain't right. But go ahead. Let's talk about what you're talking about. Okay.
I mean, I know that already. But boy, when they be in your face,
you already know that.
Boy, when they be in your face,
just like you was in Gail Bickham's face, right? Just like you was in I Am Hazel's face, just like you was in all these victims that you have been a part of the crime. When you was convicted of armed robbery, wasn't you in their face? Huh? Wasn't you in their face with a weapon? When you was convicted, this ain't even alleged. When you was convicted of armed robbery, was you not in their face? Now, why didn't you get in their face about the way they cut your head? You should have got in their face about the way that they lined you up, sir. Oh, straight lines stop existing in jail? Straight lines don't exist over in Cobb County because I was over in Cobb County. They had plenty of straight lines. I don't know what the hell is happening with your hair, sir, but I will tell you this, that I think it's awfully hypocritical for you to sit there and say that people be all in your face. And then they show their true colors. I think that's awfully cute. I'll just say cute. Okay. All right. I know you got your little towel around you because your cellmate was probably giving you a massage last night, and y'all probably had a moment together and everything. And I know you're probably feeling yourself, Nesto, but I want you to realize, sir, that everything that you're saying about other people actually fits you. All right, in the way that you move. Okay, and the way that it's been shown over and over that you move. 19 cycles in Georgia means that you've been arrested 19 times, sir. Seems like you showing your colors. Look, Justin's mom said, now all I can see is that hairline. Look at it. The shit is off. B said he should have gave him his face attention. Lord have mercy. Let me. B. Are you B? You got to be the first one to go. B, welcome to the furnace. Okay, your comment was audacious. Your attention. I am over B right now. Okay, all right. B just got sent to the furnace. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Okay. Let's listen to this as I laugh at B. Okay, let's listen.
They be like popping it for real. Yeah, they so this, that, this, and third, but when the heat get in the water, boy, look at here, the game changed. Man, that's amazing to me. It's just really just amazing. That's all I'm just gonna say. It's just amazing, boy. No, nobody don't. All this old stuff.
What I tell you, I said, don't be sitting here not trying to save everybody. Save yourself.
Yeah.
Save yourself is what you're going to have to do. Tell the truth and save yourself.
But if you telling, see, Sonya, this is why you need to shut the fuck up sometime for real. Because what is there to tell on if he ain't did nothing, Sonya? What is it to tell on if, what is there to do? Because see, Sonya, she slips up. You need to save yourself from what? From what? Because in order for him to save himself, there has to be something that has happened. There has to be something, a crime was committed if he's saving himself. If he's truly innocent, the way you say is, what is he saving himself from? I'm just curious. B said drinks, snacks, chicken wings. I like this furnace. Why y'all like going to the furnace? I don't understand. I don't understand why y'all like going to the furnace. B, Myretta might bring some chicken wings down there, okay? You might get some drinks, okay? All right? Because Myretta is the person that does all the refreshments down at the furnace. But the furnace is not supposed to be fun, okay? It's not supposed to be fun, B, okay? All right? I know you're smiling in your picture there, and I appreciate that, but this is not supposed to be a fun thing when you go to the furnace, okay? Damn it, man. Enjoy yourself down there, B, okay? Enjoy yourself. Major's wife says she's telling him to snitch on Lamont. Look, here's the thing, Major's wife. She also is saying that he didn't do anything. There was no crime. There have been no crimes. It's all civil. What is there to snitch on unless there is a fucking crime? Sonya, shut the fuck. No, you know what, Sonya? Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking. Pen Pal 50 says she talked too damn much. She sure do. Yep, that's right, Mary Willis. Yep, tell the truth, Sonya. Come on, let's listen to her tell the truth some more. Save yourself. Go ahead, Sonya. Go ahead, tell them.
And
Sad situation.
be,
That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all. That's it. That's it. We're not, because
be
you know
honest.
they're still on you. They're still on you. I'm pretty sure they are. Every time you come.
Oh, exactly.
So you don't need to give them no extra.
Exactly.
Not at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, how are you feeling?
I'm good today.
Yeah, I got to calm you down. I
just be feeling like that shit is fucked up.
It is.
The hell was that? What the hell kind of laugh was that, y'all? Is that a nervous laugh? What kind of laugh was that? That shit sounded creepy as fuck. Nesto be doing some creepy shit, yo. Okay, listen. Hold on. Nesto be doing some creepy shit. Listen to this.
I'm good today.
Yeah, I got to calm you down.
The fuck was that? Kimmy K, come get your boy. Come get your boy. What was that, Kimmy K? What the? Okay, hold on. We gotta do that again. Oh, that was kind of fun. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Nesto be doing some creepy shit. And by the way, this slowdown is brought to you by the Legacy Moon Slowdown. If you hear anybody else slowing videos down, they got it from Legacy Moon. Okay.
It is. But you know what? Hey. I'm just glad if I could just get a few more days, I'll be 60 balls. So I'll be okay.
What the fuck is a 60 ball?
I'm good today.
Y'all watch this.
Yeah, I gotta calm you down.
Diabolical, Dimples Wimples? Diabolical? Listen. Look, Siri Colette, watch this, y'all. Watch this. What in the hell? What in the hell? Y'all. Y'all know how I am. Hold on. Y'all know how I am. Y'all already know. Hold on. Yo, this awkward silence is stupid as fuck to me too. Like y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. And then what the hell is she doing with her tongue? Anybody want to grab this screenshot? Because I'm grabbing this screenshot. Okay. Just so y'all know, I am grabbing this screenshot. Okay. I am so grabbing this one. Okay. I am so this damn for hell. Okay. That's weird. Okay. So that's weird that she's doing that right now. Okay. And now we got to hear Creepo. Okay. El Creepo. Y'all remember El Chapo? This is El Creepo. El Creepo is going to give us his creepy ass, weird uncle ass laugh. Listen, y'all.
I'm good today.
Yeah, I gotta calm you down.
Okay. All right. I'm done with it. I'm done. I can't, Queen. I can't. I can't, Queen. I can't. Okay. I'm done with it. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I just be feeling like that shit is fucked up.
It is. But you know what? Hey. I'm just glad if I could just get a few more days, I'll be 60 balls. So I'll be okay. I'm telling you, some people 60 ball. Yes. So it'll be okay. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, shit. Trust me, it's okay.
60,
Yep.
52,
Come on.
55. No, I was trying to
What?
see how old you were when I met you. I was 52, you was 55, because we're 3 years apart.
Oh, okay. Well, you trailing on
I'm right
down.
behind you.
Yeah.
Right behind you. Yeah, 56.
Yeah.
My 56, yeah. 57 this year.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my God. What in the actual fuck? I still get free shit though, so.
Why? 'Cause you senior citizen?
That's the only shit you can afford, Sonya. You can't. That's the only thing you can afford is free shit and vintage ass cars. That's all. That's all. Okay. Work in progress says if it's okay, why he worried about getting out? Exactly. Work in progress. Pick a struggle, Nesto. Pick a damn struggle. Okay. Major's wife says 60 and in the county jail is crazy work. It is, and he doesn't really have a problem with it. I don't care what he says. Okay. He doesn't have a problem with being in jail. He is comfortable in jail. Look at the smile on his face. Does the smile on his face indicate somebody that is uncomfortable in their current position? Or does it indicate somebody who has been in this position so much that they are willing to smile, laugh, hook up people with the sister, play matchmaker, all this shit, write a movie, all this shit if he was uncomfortable, because I wouldn't be able to do. I would shut the fuck down if I was in that position. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna sit up here and try to be all like I'm some kind of superhero macho man type of dude. That ain't what I'm gonna sit up here and pretend to put on for y'all, because I'm telling you, if I was in a position knowing the way that the penal system works, knowing the way that the jail system works, knowing the way that the justice system works, I would not be sitting up here laughing my ass off with the dude over here. I just couldn't do it. Not till I come home. Okay. So, and that's what I'm saying. Miss Principal says, I don't want no inmate playing matchmaker for me. Sonya didn't have a problem. Okay. Boys Nana said he's comfortable because where is he going if he got out? Boys Nana, he comfortable because he spent most of his life behind bars. Literally, Nesto is Brer Rabbit, and jail is his briar patch. Now, he's going to pretend like he don't want to go. He going to act like he don't want to go. But guess what? When you throw him in, that is where he is most comfortable. I would never be able to smile that big if I was behind jail, if I was behind them bars at the Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility. And I know that about myself, okay? Does not mean that I'm any less of a man. It does not affect my masculinity, not one little bit, to say that I would not want to be in jail. It doesn't. Now, Dre might disagree because Dre's on that toxic shit as well, okay? But I'm going to tell y'all like this. Jail is not a prerequisite for being a man. And if Dre listening, I hope Dre understand what I'm saying. And if Dre got a problem with what I'm saying, don't tell Nesto, come tell me that my name is Native. Okay? All of this, it's okay, and I'm be all right, and all this stuff. Nuh-uh. Can't be me. Cannot be me. PW, I did see you come in. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. Justin's mom said I'd be crying every day in jail. Me too. Shit. I would be crying every day. They will be trying to repair my tear ducts. Okay? They would be trying to repair my tear ducts. So they'd be like, excuse me, sir, ain't nothing coming out no more. Because I didn't cry all my tears. I can't do this every day. When do I go back to the judge? That would be me. Okay? And I don't have no problem sitting up here on Beyonce's internet and telling y'all that would be me. All right? Not a problem in the world. Because that definitely would be me. Nesto Shaka Shuffle Walker Shame said her clients have decided that after listening to these calls that Sonya's nasty mouth really ain't that place to keep coming. She talks too damn much. Hey, hey B, you got some company. You got some company. It was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time. Hello, Val's baby non-wet ass. How are you doing? That name is still funny to me. Lady Janice says Nesto's is home away from home. Nesto is home. Period. There is no away from. No, he's not away from home, Lady Janice. Nesto is home. So let me correct your comment. Okay. Nesto is home. Period. Okay. That corrects it. That makes it right. Okay. There's he's not away from home. He is home. This is what he does. Okay. Justin's mom said in jail he doesn't have to keep his head on the swivel looking for people he scammed. No, but he needs to keep a head on the swivel because he old, and a lot of times them young dudes do be trying to jack up them old dudes in there. So yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. Okay. Hey, Aquarius Bay, I didn't know you were here. Hello, Obsessed with the Mess. Thank you so much. Mary Willis says, keep it real, Native. My son say that exact same thing. Jail is not for him. It's not. And that's the reason why. Like, it's not even like we have to work at not going to jail. You just don't go. You just don't put yourself in those positions to go. And that's what you do. But every chance that Nesto has had in his life, he has put himself in said position in order to be able to go to jail as often as he has. Yep, that's how that works. But I can't do it. I cannot do it. Sassy Girl says, I remember when I was Team Dre until I listened to your point of view about him. Sassy Girl, let me tell you something. Dre is bad. Dre. Well, see, but here's the thing, Sassy Girl. I ain't mad at the fact that you was Team Dre because what we heard was somebody that was different sounding than Nesto. Nesto sounded like a creep. Dre is one of those people that you don't find out he's a creep until after you listen to him talk for a while. That's what that is. Okay. So I understand it, Sassy Girl. I understand. As long as you understand, as long as you got it now. Okay. As long as you got it now. Miss HLS says, y'all know he's coming home next week. Yes, he is, Miss HLS. He is coming home. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what he's doing. Miss Principal says, imagine being madly in love with a man that has a limp dick and he can't stay out of jail. Ooh, Miss Principal. Miss Principal. I almost sent you that, Miss Principal. Lady Janice says, my brother said when he was in jail for the weekend, flushed the toilet 3 times every hour and sung the Atomic Dog really loud between flushes. I had no comment. So he in there flushing the toilet, Thomas, roo. Why must I be like that? Why must I chase the cat? That's what he was doing, Lady Janice. The dog catcher, do the dog catcher. That's what we were doing, Lady Janice. My. Well, if it worked, it worked. Okay. I mean, if that's what he had to do. Look at here, Bella. Bella has been rocking with your boy for 60 days. Thank you so much for the 2-month member milestone. I do appreciate you being a member of the tribe. Says, is this the information that Silverback had? I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, everything Sylvia say is a lie. I ain't seen no truth in her. Okay, so I don't know. But if she got it, it's probably not true. Okay. Rody Love said, let's give Nesto a party when he comes home next week. Okay, all right. You gonna host it? Because I'll be there. All right. Pen Pal 50 says, I can't do jail either, Native. Now, here's the thing, Pen Pal 50. When we look at our leaders, right? Malcolm X was in prison. It was prison where he learned words, and he learned how to read and how to be eloquent with his words. And he his brothers came to visit him and told him about Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam. And he was transformed through prison. Okay. But that wasn't the prison transforming him. That was Malcolm X trying to be a better person and using his time wisely in prison. When we think about Dr. Martin Luther King, who was arrested over 29 times, he wasn't arrested for theft by deception. He wasn't arrested for CP. He was arrested because he protested the way that Black people were being treated in this country. Okay. Same with John Lewis. John Lewis has been to jail. So jail is not an automatic marker of being a bad person. Not automatically, right? Because Mumia Abu-Jamal is still in prison. I'm grateful that his death sentence has been commuted, but the idea that he's still behind bars bothers me because he's an innocent man. Now, we have had political prisoners. We have had people that have stood up for black people. And all of those things have landed them in jail, but we're not talking about that when we talk about this Negro right here on the right side of the screen, looking like the Brown Hornet. Okay? And it infuriates me, Pen Pal 50, when Sonya and Sylvia and all the people that cap for Nesto try to make him to be the next Malcolm, Stokely, Martin, Luther King X, or whatever the hell they try to do or put the shit together, because it doesn't make any sense, because that's not what we're talking about, right? So I can't do jail, but I think about some of my heroes did, and they did it for the right cause. Okay, so I'm with you on that. I am with you on that. Okay. Sleepy Libra 17 says, but Native, you will get a great party coming home, better than when you graduated from college. Sad but true. How about my personal belief, Sleepy Libra, is that I don't feel like a party is necessary. I mean, I feel like in both cases, I mean, we can celebrate, but a whole party, like, you ain't expect me to make it. Like, I mean, what, you ain't think I was gonna make it? I mean, like, damn. I think that we should have an expectation. Graduating from college is a big deal, though. I'm not saying that, but I do believe that sometimes, having a party when somebody gets out of jail, party when kids graduate from elementary school, a party for this, a party for that. We having a party because somebody having a baby. We just have too many parties. And I just think that there should be celebration, but damn, a whole party. Hope not. Pretty Frugal Diva says, I am late. Dang it. Hey, y'all. Hello, Pretty Frugal Diva. You are not late. You are here. Okay? That's what you are. Salt and Pepper Trusted says, I have a cousin who was in and out of jail so much he knew nothing but jail. He would violate his probations on purpose just to go back. There are people, Salt and Pepper Trusted, in this world who love going to jail. One of them is on the screen right now, and his name is Ernesto. They call him Nasty. Okay, so yes, Salt and Pepper Trusses. I believe that. I do believe that. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? Just Nikki said Native FYIV is going on a date with Nesto. I did hear that. I did hear that Nesto was talking her food language. I did hear that. I heard it was love. Mm-hmm. Oh, she does not do me right. She does not do me right. I don't know. Lady Janice says, I went to jail for 2 hours and it traumatized me. 2 hours, Lady Janice. I'm not sure if I was traumatized from being locked up or the fact that my daddy would not come get me. I still ain't quite healed. And that was 32 years ago. 2 hours, Lady Janice. 2 hours. 2 hours. Hey, Donna Michi, the RN. How are you? She says, hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Mary Willis, thank you so much for your kind words. I do appreciate that. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walker Shane says, Native Tribe Urban Media. My daughter called and interrupted me from being attentive and active in the live, who was sent to the furnace. So far we got B and we got who went to the furnace with B? Was it Miss Principal? I think it was Miss Principal went there. I think so. Everything is fine. Nesto Shackle Shop. We're fine. We just got 2 down there right now. Okay, just got 2. Salt and Pepper Trusted says the comparison to Job from Shirley would piss me the fluke off. Yeah, he's no Job. He is no Job, and he's never had a job.
Oh, funny.
Hey, it started 55 now. Started 55.
Look, I don't even have that card. No. I got. This little young dude gave me a free box of donuts at the donut shop. Like, don't worry about it. And it wasn't because he saw my age. He didn't actually know because I had the baby with me.
My bad, Miss Principal. My bad. Okay. Sorry. I thought it was you. Sorry. My fault. Okay. Don't hold it against me. Okay. My bad.
People be thinking that's my kid.
Okay.
Oh, your baby is so pretty. I be like, ooh.
Okay. All right.
Too old to be the mama.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But that was
So,
good. I like that in you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Because the AARP thing. You said
okay.
senior citizen.
Yeah,
Ew.
yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah,
Took my
yeah.
son's car and got a discount. Got hooked up on the oil change. He was like, "That is unfair." I was like, "No, it's just girls. Girls get discounts. You don't even have to flirt. All you gotta do is just, hey, be extra polite." And
Hmm.
they're like, "All right, I'm gonna take $50 off of that. Let me give you this. Let me give you that."
Well, women do that, and they do that all the time. They do it all the time.
I know it
Yeah,
still works though.
yeah.
So yeah, I was like, "Oh, I'm holding on. Things are still working.
Mm.
I still
Okay,
get
I hear
carded.
you.
I
I
still get
see. I
carded."
hear you. I hear you. I hear you. You're still popping it. You're still popping it. Yep. So your question for you. Um, no, this is not a question. So yeah, I don't have to really be getting them real books like Bitcoin and all that stuff because they show it to us on the tablet.
Oh,
So
do
that's
they?
for free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of little.
They show it to us on the tablet. Why? Why does man say tablet like that? They show it to us on the tablet. What? Hold on. Hold on. Pretty Frugal Diva said, working, but her uterus ain't especially to have a baby. If you know you I know you fucking lying. Look, don't nobody look at her like that. Okay, ain't nobody looked at her and thought she had no damn baby. Okay, and they gave her the damn donuts because them was yesterday's donuts and they can't do shit with them. Okay, now I'm trying to understand why this man say tablet. He said they show it to us on the tablet. Okay, all right. So if y'all are using your iPad, or maybe you got another kind, a Samsung or something, y'all might be just using your tablet. Okay, all right. Exactly. Just as mom, like he rich because he was a tablet. Of the tablet. Okay, all right. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all don't believe he talk like this? Listen, wait, listen, y'all.
No, this is not a question. So yeah, I don't have to really be getting them real books like Bitcoin and all that stuff because they show it to us on the tablet.
On a tablet. You see, he don't need a real book on Bitcoin. Nope. He don't need a real book, y'all, because they show him on the tablet, Justin's mom, okay? And yes, he said, you out here popping it. That is what he said. You out here popping it. Leo Lady 251 says, so if he's getting it on the internet, is that not a violation of his orders from Judge Manning asking for a friend? It is a violation if he's on the internet. However, what I believe he's talking about is ebooks. I believe that he's talking about ebooks and not the internet because I don't think that it would be simpler for them to load up ebooks into the tablet than to restrict websites on the internet. So I do believe that he's talking about ebooks on the tablet. Okay. All right. Okay. That's what I believe. It's the tablet. The only black man I better say his pinky in the air when he says tablet. Okay. All right. He don't need a real book because he got it on the tablets. Yes, just Nikki. Yes. He's too good for a book. He uses a tablet. Okay. All right. Just remember that. Just while the rest of us out here reading regular books. Okay. All right. Miss Principal says, native, you mean audiobooks. He can't read. No, he can't. He can't. He can't read. He can't even read his own words. So he can't read the words off the tablet. Okay. E.T. Waller Williams, thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate that. E.T. Waller Williams says, question, will Miss Principal be providing tonight's recap? Absolutely she will. That is officially Miss Principal's job. Okay. Now whether or not she know that or not, that's right, Miss Principal. Your job is to recap the damn live. Okay. That's what you do. Okay. All right. Okay, so yes, but thank you. See, Miss Principal, of course. Okay, all right. Miss Principal is really, really skilled at this, y'all. You're gonna get a kick of this, okay? All right, let's listen.
So that's for free. Yeah. It's a lot of little apps on there teaching stuff that's really trying to keep you up to date
How
what's
long are
going
you
on
allowed to
out
hold
there.
the tablet? Don't y'all got to
Well,
share it? Then it like 7 of y'all on one tablet?
yeah, but hey, you get it when you can get it. I ain't finna
Right.
fight nobody about no tablet now. They think it's there, so let them have it. I get it when I can get it. When I get it, I can look at something interesting and keep moving. Yeah.
Okay, because I
Yeah.
can send you I can send you your own. You can read up on stuff.
Yeah, but I ain't
Are you allowed
trying
to get newspapers? Or they have
Yeah,
newspapers?
I had somebody. I was reading his old newspaper. He was getting USA Today, but he gone now, so that's gone. Yeah, so he was getting like 3 times a day in Atlanta paper. So that's gone.
I'll look into that. You can get that subscription, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So I can wait to see what next year gonna bring. See what God got for me. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Keep my head up. Keep smiling.
Should we tell them or should we let them find out? Like, should we tell them? Should we tell them what God got? I mean, I'm just saying, like, should we tell them that what God got for them? Because it's about to be May. Can y'all believe it? We are almost into May. And it's about to be May of 2025, and God pretty much got jail for him. I'm just saying. I mean, I just want to sum it up. You know what I mean? Like yeah. Jail. You got jail to look forward to, sir. Jail. That's what God got for you. Jail. Justin's mom says he got someone's leftovers. Sonya can't afford everything. Yeah, he did. Like he said, he was getting the paper, and then that guy got out, and and that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame because guess who would have gotten him his own subscription? Guess who would have got him? That's right. If you guess Shirley got doggone strawberry, if you guess Shirley with the solid stools, you would be correct. Shirley would have hooked him up with some papers. You need some papers, hun? When did you start reading, hun? You've never read around me before. That she would have said all that, but she would have still got him the god doggone papers. Mm-hmm. That's right, Aquarius Bay. Pretty much got jail. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right, Justin Mom Shirley. Shirley would have took care of it. Uh-huh. But now look at Ms. I'm gonna find some old magazines at the barbershop. Look at her. Look at her. Yep. That's right, little lady D. December of 24. Yep. God got jail for you, Nesto. God got jail for you. All right. Lisa Glaze in the house. Lisa Glaze says, how come he doesn't know how to get a paper when another inmate had it? Why does everyone have to do everything for him? It's because he is a man child. He is a grown man body, okay? And he's a little kid inside. He doesn't do anything for himself, Lisa Glaze. He hasn't had to. His whole mission in life was to find a woman that would do things for him. That is what he has been trying to do his whole life. If you look at, with Shirley, he was using her money to do everything and to make himself look like the big man. I need 10 good players, basketball players, football players. That was all Shirley money. Okay. He's never had to do anything for himself. The barbershop wasn't even his real idea. He had to have his wife at the time, which I don't know, was that Carol, I guess, that did that with him. It was probably Carol's idea. He doesn't think for himself. He doesn't do it because he doesn't know how. And that's the sad part about Ernesto Williams. They say he nasty. That's what they said. They say he nasty. So that's why Lisa Glaze. That's why. Mm-hmm. E.T. Waller Williams said grown man vibes. Boy, la la. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. GC said grown man boy. Okay, you know what, GC? See that? Bye, GC. Now, GC, I did enjoy Man Boy on Snowfall. Okay, Man Boy was a great character. I didn't like him, but that means that he was a great character. Okay, but I know that's not what you're talking about. Okay, GC, I know that's not what you're talking about, and I picked up on what you was talking about. That's why you had to go to the furnace. Okay, all right. I'm just saying. Damn it, man. Anyway, GC. Mm, mm, mm. Rossi says, do I need to send more snacks? Yes, probably so. Probably so. Cause we still got some time to go. Let's get it, y'all.
Best I can, man. You know, the world is gonna do what it's gonna do, and people gonna roll the way they gonna roll. AI gonna do it for them if they don't want to do it for themselves. So that's what I learned this week.
That's what you learned. The lesson
That's
of the week.
Man, that AI is something serious, and I ain't even out there.
Hell yeah,
But
it's gonna be better. It's better than humans.
Yeah.
They can keep the emotion out of it. It's gonna be better than humans because the thing that destroys us the most is emotions.
The thing that destroys us the most is emotions. I'm gonna let that sink in. This dummy believes that the thing that destroys us the most is emotions. And that if we take emotions out, that would be better for society. I would argue with Sonya and say that the thing that destroys us the most is the lack of emotions, right? So if you see a hungry person and you have real emotions and you have real empathy and you see that person as a human being, okay, you'll feed that person. If you lack emotion and you see somebody that's hungry, you will step right over that person. You will walk right by that person. You will ignore that person as they cry for you to give them $1. Okay? So she absolutely, as in most cases, has that wrong. Okay? Myretta says, how would Sonya know she has no emotions? Correct. She has no emotions because she is afraid of being emotional. She is afraid of being emotional because she has abandonment issues. See, so when you've been abandoned and left behind, right, that should hurt. So that emotion hurts Sonya a lot. She's scarred by what happened to her. Okay. So therefore, she believes that all emotions are bad. And that if you have a system that is set up without emotion, that system will some kind of way be better. All right. And that is not true. It's not true at all. Aquarius Bay said, hold on, Aquarius Bay. Aquarius Bay says, I thought having emotions is what separates us from animals. It is. Okay. It absolutely is. But see, Dummy doesn't realize that. Dummy thinks that emotions are bad. See. Now, what she's actually trying to say is that attitudes, right? Beliefs, people's belief systems, because that's often what fuels people's actions is the way that they believe. If you believe that you are incapable of going to jail, you're more likely to commit crimes. If you believe that you're incapable of dying, then you will take more risks. You are a risk taker, right? If you believe that people that are in jail are actually criminals and that everybody's guilty, well, I mean, that's the way, that's your belief system. That has nothing to do with emotions. But see, Sonya is so afraid of hers that she thinks that anything involving emotions is bad. And that's just a sad way to live your life. It absolutely is. BN says, yes, he's lived off women his entire life. He has. Okay. Karen S says, no designer draws, meow, or luxury cars. Just juicy Justin hot sausage breath and bologna sandwich chased down with toilet water. Well, look like we're going to have to chase you down to the damn furnace. Karen S., it hurts me more than it hurts you. Trust me. Okay? But you got some company down there, okay? All right? You got some company down there. Let's see. So AK's POV says Sonya is a sad person. Indeed, she is. Let's listen to some more of this sad little clown that we call Butterscotch. Butterscotch the clown, okay? Val's baby non-wet ass but full pocketbook says, I'm celebrating 3 months of being a real true triber. Well, listen here, Val baby, with your non-wet ass, okay? I appreciate you being in the tribe for 90 days. I really, really do. Thank you. I do appreciate that. But guess what, Val's non-wet ass, okay? Val baby's non-wet ass. Guess what? We about to listen to Butterscotch the clown, Butterscotch the clown, and I'm about to tell you all about a doggone conspiracy theory. That's what I do, because I'm Butterscotch the clown. Nobody can clown like Butterscotch. Okay? Don't forget that. Don't you ever forget that you're listening to Butterscotch the clown. It's a damn shame. It's absolutely a damn shame. Look, y'all. I know y'all ain't seen him for a little while, so I just want to show y'all a little black boy. Okay, little black boy is in the building, y'all. Okay, Aquarius Bay is a little black boy. He's here. He is definitely here. Okay, I just wanted to show y'all that he was in attendance. Okay, all right. Let's listen to Butterscotch the clown.
Yeah, because I couldn't figure out this guy. One app I was looking at, this guy had a podcast, and he was in federal penitentiary. He was doing a podcast from the penitentiary, but I'm like, how you get that sharp suit on? You know what I'm saying? You can't get no suit in the penitentiary, but I figured it out. The AI was doing it for him. Yeah, and the person whoever was sponsoring him, that man, it's like he was out in the free world. It looks so clear. Like he just took it out of the studio somewhere. But yeah,
AI can do a lot of stuff for people.
Yeah,
you can generate a channel and have AI do everything, and all you do is tell it what you want, and they'll do it. It's like the best employee ever. If you have the deep thought, you just explain it, and they just kick it out, and they'll say, "Is this what it is you want?" And you just look it over and tweak it. But yeah.
Spoken like a true lazy ass with no job that don't get up till 3 o'clock in the afternoon and ain't never had no real responsibilities in her life. Spoken like a very uncreative, very stupid person that doesn't even know how AI works, because the shit does not work like that. Okay. You cannot generate a channel and have everything be AI. It just don't work like that. The channels that look like that are awful. Okay. That's right, Del Sol, the penitentiary. Okay. The penitentiary. That's right.
So how are people gonna get their jobs? How they gonna work if the AI gonna start taking jobs like that?
So hopefully, I was reading up on Qatar, which is another oil country, which we actually have more oil than Qatar, right? So we should be living.
You mean Qatar or guitar? Is she talking about guitar, Lady Janice? The country of guitar? Guitar? Is that what she talking? Penitentiary. Guitar, is it the country of guitar or Qatar? I'm confused as to what the hell she's talking about right now. Okay. Work in progress said, why didn't her channel make it? Because she didn't have AI. She didn't have the best employee. All right. And by the way, work in progress. Did you know that the first pancake is always fucked up, which is why we call Sonya the first pancake? We call her the first pancake. All right. Okay. All right. The first pancake. Lion Mom comes out and says, I'm in the bushes tonight. I'm not, but I had to come out real quick just to say Sonya is an absolute idiot. What the fuck? What hole did she crawl out of? How did he find her? She needs to be captured and studied. Lion Mom, most people just come out the bushes and say hi. Okay. Lion Mom, you came out with a whole Sonya dissertation, okay? All right. She is an absolute idiot, though. She really is. She really is. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm glad you reminded me, because it's about time that we. Lion Mom, she is a dumbass. She is an absolute dumbass. She is. It's insane. It's insane. Guitar. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. K-tar is what she said. That's right, Tam Tam. Oh, Joseph Bullard, I do my best, okay? Granny the Great says, why is her head bald, but she has all that hair in the back of her head? I don't know. I keep telling y'all about this bald-headed young man that keeps visiting Nesto. This bald-headed young man just come on out and just show all. Hey, Granny the Great. Hey, let me ask you a question real quick. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Have you seen this? Have you seen this, Granny the Great? Because see, this is what I was saying about the bald-headed young man. Okay, she's a bald-headed young man, and honestly, it's kind of sad. Okay, it actually is kind of sad because she was trying to imitate this look. Okay, she was trying to imitate this look. All right, but she couldn't quite do it. Because if you ask me, if I put both of these side by side, which is what I'm trying to do right now, right? If you look at this, Granny the Great, how is it that Damon Wayans, who is a man, is rocking this bang better than Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III? What the fuck? Granny the Great. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, and can't nobody explain it to me, okay? All right? Can't nobody explain this shit to me. I don't understand why it's like this. But it is. This is where we are, okay? I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with the little thing. I don't know what we're going to do with her. But let's listen. Let's listen to what she got to say.
The same, if not better. What they do for their citizens in Qatar, they don't pay taxes at all, zero. And the unemployed people get no less than $2,000 a month. Nobody in that whole country is poor. They make sure all their citizens are good. And I'm like, well, shit, if we got more oil, I don't know the population though, because you got to look at, how many people are in Qatar as opposed to how many people are here. But we're like 4 countries ahead of them with.
Does she not understand that gas is based on demand, and if you don't have a country that has as many people as the United States, then demand is lower, and therefore the price can be lower? Does she not understand that simple principle? I mean, hell, I ain't no economic expert, okay? But this is very basic supply and demand shit that she's talking about. But she wants to make Qatar, whatever the fuck she said. She wants to make that country the same size as the United States. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. Justin's mom said he has on a cuter blouse too. Damon Wayans. I mean, we can examine it. I mean, we're already here, right? We can examine it. All right. I have no problem with that. Right. Let's look. Okay. Now, so if we put them side by side, yeah. You're right. You're right, Justin's mom. There's a big difference. I don't know how you let men on films outdress you. Okay. All right. Granted, the grace of the law, this chick. Mother 218 said gas over there is 50 cents a gallon. Yeah, it's a whole other economy over there too. So, but she don't talk about that, right? She just want to throw numbers and shit around. Tam says no, she does not understand supply and demand, and she also does not understand price gouging. Right? It's a whole lot of shit she don't understand. Yet, Tam, she talks about it like she do. Let's listen.
The production, or not production because they stopped it when Biden got in office, but oil resources underground, So, and that's how they live. They live off the resources. And this other country, they only got like their gas prices is like 15 cents because it's an oil country. So think about it. We have oil. Why are we paying $5, $6, $7 for that? We should be paying 15 cents or $1. Because these countries are very.
For the same reason you just said Sonya, Waller, Durham, Jackson, up the earth. They are an oil country. That's where the oil comes from. They ain't got to move it nowhere. They ain't got to pay tankers and ships and shit to get it over here. It's already there, Sonya. Therefore, it's going to be cheaper. Why are you this dumb? I don't understand. Like, we all have points that we don't know shit. But damn it, why are you this dumb? I'm just saying. Let's listen.
Very like comparable to the United States as far as the resources of oil.
Mm-hmm.
But they're living like this, and we're living like, they purposely got us in poverty. That's all it is. Because if we're so worried about surviving, we're not thinking about nothing else. So if you're sick and you're struggling, and whatever the government is doing, you're not paying attention because you're too worried about your own problems.
Yeah, I definitely seen that the AI, the movie industry, they're worried because that's going to take over their income as well than Hollywood.
Hollywood is kind of trash after this election. They put too many celebrities out there, and they shouldn't have said anything, and it's making people, which the majority of the country voted red, and it's making everybody have a bad taste about them. Because I don't even want to see movies now. I don't want to support no type of celebrity anything.
Sonya, don't you go out with like with Madison and what's her name, Diamond? Don't you go out with them celebrities? Don't you talk about Diddy, and don't you support celebrities any damn way? Aren't you celebrity driven? Like, you're so dumb. Do you not do that, Sonya? I'm just saying, make it make sense. And Sonya, do you not understand the Electoral College? Do you not understand that the majority of the country doesn't have to vote for somebody? Because if the majority of the country votes for that person and they won, then we would be a country that works by the popular vote. We do not work by the popular vote. We work by the antiquated, slavery-driven Electoral College. Okay? Simple civics. It's a simple civics class. Okay? Menu Mindset said Trump is a celebrity, and he is. And you know what? They celebrate him like he's a celebrity, not a politician. Okay? Work in Progress said, when did Madison become a celebrity? Well, she's the cougar. Okay? She's got an album or a mixtape or some shit like that. Okay? And she hangs out with Diamond from Nuck If You Buck. Could we be knucking and bucking and ready to fight? She's somewhat of a celebrity. Okay. But look, Ms. HLS said them D-listers. Yeah, they are. They are. Mm-hmm. They are. Boys Nana says, so they made the movies after the election. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. E.T. Waller Williams says, Steve and them are celebs, so now she hates them. Right. She don't want to do nothing. Celebrities. Uh-huh. Tam Tam says, this bitch about to be poverty-stricken for sure when they take her SS check. You right. You right. Let's listen.
Just because they
What
should
they
have
got
just
to do with
because they
movies?
knew they was
Movies is just entertainment.
Yeah, but the way they was trying to lie and push and say shit, they should have just. It's like a fight. You got 15 people, but it's only 2 people fighting. But you got people trying to step up and say shit when all they got to do is just not say nothing. Let it be about the 2 people. And then you feel sometimes.
That is the worst analogy I've heard of any analogy. You got 2 people fighting, but you got 15 people that's standing around watching the fight, but they saying stuff, and they need to just let the 2 people fight. They ain't stopping the 2 people from fighting. What the fuck? Like, I mean, look, I've watched plenty of fights. I ain't never stopped the fight. I mean, they just fighting, and I'm just watching, and I'm like, ooh, you getting your ass kicked. You got knocked the fuck out. That type of thing. But what does that mean exactly? You got 15 people watching the fight, and so what? The fuck? I don't understand it either. The Only Black But Not Bitter. I don't understand it. I really don't. Mary Willis says that blouse is so big. It is huge. Huge. Menu Mindset says even Nesto knows Sonya is crazy. How could you not? Let's listen to some more.
Type of way because they coming up saying things to keeping it stirring the pot, and that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Okay.
like you feel some type of way about them because they're sitting here throwing the same lies and agenda that the party who have them speaking on their behalf got them pushing when they should have just fell back and said, I ain't saying shit. I'm not saying nothing. I'll say vote for her and that's it. But I'm not gonna say he this, he that, he da 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 da. I'm not gonna spew the lies, but I'll just say vote for her, and that's fine. Vote for her, and that's it. But they were saying extra stuff, and you don't want to like this.
It's crazy that Sonya just doesn't want anybody to express an opinion that is different from hers. She don't want me, V. Lenore, Legacy Moon. She don't want nobody to say anything that is contrary to what she believes and what she says. And if you do that, it's a lie. If you do that, you're evil. If you do that, you're not a Christian. It's crazy. Now she's saying that these celebrities, Justin's mom, are supposed to come out and just say, vote for her. They're not supposed to speak about the xenophobia. They're not supposed to speak about the fact that this man is a felon 39 times. We're not supposed to say anything about his racist past. We're not supposed to say anything about the fact that he told this man that you could just walk up to a woman and grab her in her. We're not supposed to say these things. We're just supposed to say, vote for her. And the fact that she doesn't like the things that they say, they're stirring the pot, Sonya. That's what they're doing. Because they don't agree with you. They stirring the pot. Is that what they're doing? Y'all know what? Y'all know what?
Y'all sound clown. That sounds like a clown statement.
It sounds like a clown statement because, Sonya, people are allowed to have an opinion that differs from yours, and they are allowed to get on platforms. They are allowed to go on TV shows. They are allowed to do these things on the radio. Sonya, the world does not evolve around you and your stupid ass beliefs. Okay? Now, you might think that my beliefs are stupid, but guess what, Sonya? I can express those. Okay? I'm allowed to do that, dummy. You can't stop people from expressing themselves while you try to gag the whole internet. Okay, just because you can't gag the whole internet. Okay, y'all will get that later on at 2:00 in the morning. But Sonya, people are allowed to not agree with your dumbass theories, the dumbass things that you say. People are allowed to do that. Okay. Minding Business says he's trying to talk about how AI affects jobs, and she went to Qatar oil and elections because she's on a constant conspiracy loop. Minding Business, she's on a constant loop in her head. Lady Janice says, but according to Sonya, all the several billion people in the world is wrong except her and Nestor, right? And Lady Janice, who walks around thinking like that? Who walks around thinking like that? Menu Mindset says Sonya's in a MAGA cult. You can tell by the stupid things she says and the way that she believes that everything Donald Trump does is right. People are losing their jobs. People are being deported to other countries that they are not from. People are being stuck in countries after mistakenly being called a gang member, and they can't come back, right? Like, even if you are a Republican, you would have to say that this shit is crazy. This shit makes no sense. We've never been through anything like this politically in this country. We've never had somebody as incompetent as this. But, not Butterscotch. Butterscotch believes that this man is right about every freaking thing. Okay? It's asinine. It's asinine. But again, if you're too lazy to do your own research, right, you'll fall for anything. You really will. Okay? And you're right, Ms. HLS Maggot Ho. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's listen.
This, don't vote for him, and he's this, and that made it bad because people are going to see he was nothing like what they kept saying he was. They're going to see that all of that stuff was lies. And they're going to be side-eyed, and I'm like, damn, y'all really was trying to, but they should.
Thank you, Shay.
Oh, okay. So what you think about them? We think about them electric cars, the ones that gonna drive you around with.
What you think about them electric cars, the one that's gonna drive you around? Now here's the thing, right? if you have an actual conversation with somebody, so let's just say me and Lady Janice are talking, right? And I espouse an idea, and Lady Janice will respond to this idea, and then I will respond to Lady Janice's response, and I will take her response in mind as I respond back to what she just said to me. This is what we in the normal world call a conversation. Sonya goes on and on and on and on about bullshit, and Ernesto immediately talks about something that's on his level, right? Ms. HLS. Soon as she got done talking about all that political shit, at no point does Ernesto go, yeah, well, I think, What do you do, Ms. HLS? What about them electric cars? Them electric cars are gonna drive you around. What about them electric cars? See, that's what he do. Because he don't understand what she's saying. He has no clue what she's talking about. Justin's mom said, I went to the grocery store earlier and I had a few older women smile so nice and said hi to me. Like, I don't vote for him. I just took it as I'm sorry. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Look, Justin's mom, it's a lot of regret out here. There are whole TikTok threads about the regret that they have for voting the way they voted. Yes. E.T. Waller Williams said, electric cars, the one WHO is going to drive you around. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I read that wrong. Electric car is the one who is going to drive you around about. Yeah. Look, this whole electric car thing is crazy. The automated cars is what he's trying to say. I get tired of trying to figure out what the fuck they're still trying to say. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I get tired of trying to figure out. You got to interpret what this nigga. Some people need closed captions for this nigga. What? EK says Sonya is a contrarian. She thinks this makes her smart, but she has everything wrong. She does think that you're right, EK. She thinks that if she disagrees with what the masses are saying, then that makes her smart for whatever reason. She's one of those people. Justin's mom said white women. Yep. I mean, they can. I mean, look, Justin's mom. You can go on TikTok and just put in "regret my vote" and just look at all them videos. My. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it now. But yeah, they regret. They are regretting their vote. Justin's mom. Lady Janice says Sonya is obsessed with Donald Trump. She acts like she's sleeping with him. Oh, never mind. She thinks that means spend the night. Her entire mind is gone. Her family is wrong for letting her behave like this. She is past grown, Lady Janice. Them people probably can't do nothing with her. Probably never could do nothing with her. You know what I'm saying? So let's listen.
With nobody in it.
That's crazy because computers glitch. And they already had one. They already had one that got stripped. I seen.
What you mean strip? Somebody done took
stripped
it?
the shit. you already know. It got stripped, and then I seen another one where it crashed into somebody.
Oh, okay.
They were trying to have self-driving taxis. And,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, it's not a good idea. Not a good idea. No, I mean I don't trust computers like that. To sit in the car and just really be like, all right, take me where I need to go. I'm not worried about anything. It's safer that you're not gonna get abducted. Well, depending on how they program them. But yeah, no.
You know what? Never mind.
No, I don't know. I mean, what if it glitches?
I don't know. I did see that new Benz got that it's got like that what you call that thing when you do your FaceTiming on your telephone, but you can do it on your car now. I did see that now. That's pretty neat. But how you gonna do that driving at the same time?
Right.
Yeah, I seen
like,
that.
Crash. Some things are good, some things are not. I was looking at cars. I'm trying to stay away from cars, but I'm kind of tilting towards do I want one or not.
Oh. Okay, well, you know what? Hey, go enjoy your life, man. Hey, don't hold back.
Now, but I just know I'm not driving after 70. I said that was gonna be my cutoff. I'm not paying for no more insurance. I don't need a driver's license. Owning a car is such a waste of money because you don't get none of that money back. All the money you spend on insurance, 5,000 a
Oh, so
year,
what you gonna do?
2,000
Ride
a
around in? You
year.
gonna ride around? You gonna ride around in a souped up wheelchair? That's
It's
what you
coming
gonna
from
do?
my age. Relax.
Hey, I'm just saying that what
Relax.
you talking. Hey man, young folks don't want to ride
No.
nobody around.
So you can get a car. You can have a car come pick you up for the times that I leave. Think about it. In 12, 13 years, 14 years. How often am I going to leave the house?
Well, you know what? It's so crazy.
Shut up. Muffin 218 brings up a very good point. Muffin 218 says, yet she wants AI to control everything, but she don't trust computers. So she trusts the computer to put together a whole website and a whole YouTube channel, and it's fine because it's the best employee ever. Even though AI is what would be driving the cars, now she don't trust computers. Thank you for calling that out, Muffin 218. I appreciate that because this don't make no damn sense. So the AI is fine when it's doing your website and your YouTube page. It's the best employee ever because it ain't no emotions. Now the damn thing gonna glitch. Okay, whatever, Sonya. What the fuck ever. I'm done with you. I'm ready to get done with this call.
Crazy out here right now. I ain't trusting nobody to drive me around, no Uber, no nothing. I ain't trying to. I'm scared of people right now.
It's gonna be robots.
And when I deal with that, then
In
I already
14
deal with
years,
that.
robots are gonna drive around.
Okay,
Robots
well I
are gonna
already
drive
deal
us
with.
around.
I can deal with that. People, look here, man. All this what I'm going through right now. I'm scared of people. Hey, the way they got it set up, I can't even open my mouth to say, "Hey, boo." Nothing. I can't say nothing. And they gonna go down there. Oh man, he said this and said that.
Hold on, wait. You said what now? Are you saying, Nesto, that we, the people listening to these calls, are going down to Will Wooten? Because I don't think we're doing that. E.T. Waller Williams, have you been down to Will Wooten office? Because according to Nesto, when he says something, that we go down to see. PW, let me ask you this, PW. Have you been down to see Will Wooten because of something that Nesto said? Because that's what he said. That's what he said be happening. And I ain't know if maybe you went. Okay. E.T. Waller Williams, I have no idea why she said that. But listen to what all he can't say. Okay, listen.
Yeah, man. All this what I'm going through right now. I'm scared of people. Hey, the way they got it set up, I can't even open my mouth to say, "Hey, boo."
You can't open your mouth to say what? Wait, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I be trying to get a clear understanding of what this Negro is saying. Hold on. He said he can't go down and say, "Hey, boo."
People. Hey, the way they got it set up, I can't even open my mouth to say, "Hey, boo."
Hey, boo. He can't open his mouth to say, "Hey, boo." Hey, Tam. GC. He can't open his mouth to say, "Hey, boo." He can't. I can't. Right now, the way they got it set up, I can't open my mouth to say, "Hey, boo." Okay. All right. Y'all keep that in mind. He can't open his mouth, EK, to say, "Hey, boo." Why he say it like that, Miss Principal? Miss Principal said, I think he said, "Hey, boo." But why did he say it like, "Hey, boo"? I don't understand. Lady Janice said, remember, he talks in first grade language. He does. Hey, boo. That's first grade. Uh-huh. Yep. Mary Willis said he's scared of people. Okay, yeah, he's scared of people. He's scared of them people on that witness list. All right, let's be specific. Okay, he is specifically afraid of the people on the witness list. Okay, because he ain't just say, "Hey, boo." He said a whole lot of other shit. Okay, "Hey, boo." I can't. The way they got it set up right now, I can't even say, "Hey, boo." Okay, all right, Nestor. Sorry that it's set up that way. Sorry.
Nothing. I can't say nothing. And they gonna go down there. Oh man, he said this and said that. No, ain't nobody really can't voice their opinion no more. And that's the way it's set up right now. That's what I see. So
Right, because they'll twist it. They twist words. Anytime anybody say anything, they turn around and say, "Okay, so what he really meant." They did it with the YSL trial. They tried to say, "Oh, this really meant that, and this, that, and other." But then when they said that they got NBA players saying it.
Oh boy, poor thing. E.T. Waller Williams, thank you so much for the super chat. E.T. Waller Williams says WW1, Will Wooten's first round. Absolutely. Will Wooten, yeah, look, Nesto, you ain't got to worry about saying, "Hey, boo," to Will Wooten. Okay? All right. Won't he do it, Wooten? You ain't got to worry about going down there and saying, "Hey, boo." Okay? All right, it ain't even a thing you got to worry about. All right, E.T. Waller Williams, thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Will Wooten's first round. Okay, all right. I got you on that. I got you. But let's listen to Hey Boo. Let's listen. Let's listen. He can't say nothing. He can't say nothing.
They got NFL players doing it, so they all a gang. Is that what y'all trying to say? That he's a gang, they're a gang because they're doing it and they're saying that too? If you trying to say that's what gang members do, and it threw off, you know, what the point they were trying to make, because it's just slang, and all young people and people of color for the most part use slang on occasion and do slang stuff.
So are you saying that white people don't use slang? Why she couldn't just say everybody uses slang? Why she couldn't just do that? Why she had to do people of color, black people, the coloreds, the black race? Why she got to do that? Like, I mean, everybody uses slang. Everybody uses some form of slang. Okay. So the fact that she got to point out that it's people of color and it's black boys and young black boys, and those are the only specific people, because people like Sonya believe that everything that white folks do is correct and true. People like Sonya believe that only the black folks say things like, homie, can you get me a dime bag of that Kush, homie? Like, we the only ones talk like that. It's just us. All right. Yes, Mary Willis, she is. She is a clown. Yes, she is. Mary Willis, you reminded me.
Y'all sound clown. That sound like a clown statement.
Does sound like a clown statement, because guess what, Mary Willis? Everybody uses slang. Okay, everybody uses slang. Menu Mindset says Shirley must have wanted a man awfully bad. it's just the way that you phrase it. She must have wanted a man awfully bad. Yeah, that's a good observation. Trina 2 says butterscotch is slow and uncultured native. Yes, indeed. She is indeed that. She is indeed that. All right. Now, let's we are almost to the end of this thing. Let's see if we can get through these last 6 minutes. Dougie Fresher on.
And do what rappers do. Not thinking, oh, that's only a gang thing. They even do that whole whatever, that finger across West Side.
To me,
but not saying I'm in the gang, but they just be like West Side because somebody might live on the West Side.
No, I get it.
West Coast. You get me? But see, that's a gang thing. Like, no, stupid. I mean, it may have started out 5, 10, 20, 30 years ago as a gang thing, but you know how things end up spewing into the general population, like how we talk, and then you hear white people on TV start talking like us. Oh, my bad. We saying that, and then you hear them on TV saying my bad. And you'd be like, really? That's what y'all doing now? Like, oh, okay. So that's just all it is. It evolves into general population. It starts off here, but they keep trying to, oh no, that's only no, it isn't. It isn't. A lot of gang conversation and urban conversation ends up coming out of a white person's mouth that ain't even street affiliated or associated. They just hear it on a rap record or whatever, and they roll with it. It's just a new conversation. It's like Cap.
Hey, Sonya, did you know that white people had gangs too? I mean, I'm just saying, I didn't know if you were aware that white people have gangs too. They're called the mafia. Okay. And different mafia families don't like each other, and they commit violent acts against each other, and they have their own slang. It's called Italian. All right. Yes, that's a language, but that's how they speak to each other in most cases. Okay. La Cosa Nostra is it's Italian. Okay, Sonya. So it's not just the black people that have their own way of speaking to each other that only they understand. Okay, that's not just a black thing. There's also this gang in America called the police. Okay, they are a gang in most situations, and that's what they do, Sonya. So it's not just the black folks. Okay, that ain't how that works. All right, so So there's that. There's that gang too, the only black but not bitter. It's called the Republican Party. The Republican Party is a gang, Sonya, and I know that you feel like you are affiliated with this gang, but you are not. You are not. They will jump you in and you still won't be a part of the gang, Sonya. So stop it. Just stop it. Damn it, man. How are you this dumb? How is she this dumb, black but not bitter? I don't understand. Menu Mindset said the Proud Boys. They are also a gang, Sonya. Mm-hmm. They are also a gang. Muffin218 says she has no clue what she's talking about. Shut up, dumbass. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Menu Mindset says there's also the KKK. Now, the KKK is a gang, and their members are in other gangs. So you could be a member of the KKK and the police at the same time. It's a part of American history, Sonya. Read a book. Okay? Just read a book. Karen S. That's who I sent to the furnace. Karen S. was who I sent to the furnace. Okay. Sorry, Miss Principal. Karen S. says Nestor was usually sitting in that courtroom like a straight corpse, talking about how to blow only on his celly. Oh, not blowing on the celly. Karen S., I am surprised at you this evening. I am surprised at you this evening, Karen S. Now I got to laugh at you and Miss Principal tonight. I got to laugh at y'all because that shit's funny. Okay, that's funny. That is funny. Yes, Miss Principal. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, go watch Sinners. Go watch Sinners if you don't believe that the Klan is a thing. Miss Justin's mom, I'm not going to spoil the movie, but yes, if you think that only black folks gang up, yeah, just go watch Sinners. That's all you got to do. Let's listen.
Oh, that's Cap. I'm so tired of that comment. That's Cap.
Nobody ain't even saying that no more.
Oh my God, I wish.
I don't
They
hear that
will
so much. They ain't
burn
even saying
a
it no more.
saying like it is nobody's business. So at the end of the day,
boy.
oh my God, I hate that one. So at the end of the day, like, oh, really?
I know this redundant phrase using heifer ain't talking about somebody repeating some shit. How many times have we heard, you get me? You get me? Right. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you ain't talking about wearing some shit down, Sonya, with your limited vocabulary ass. I know that's not what you doing. I know it's not. Nah. Rah. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Yeah. You get me? You get me? But yet, menu mindset. She's sitting up here talking about folks wear a phrase down. I don't understand. Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes. I don't understand. She's so slow and has a limited vocabulary, but yet feels the authority to be able to talk about how folks talk. Ain't that some shit? Look, she is redundant as shit, Legacy Moon. She really is. Now, Sonya, I
Y'all sound clown. That sounds like a clown statement.
it sounds like a clown statement, Sonya. I'm just saying, it do. Okay, all right, it just do. Right. You get me? Yep. The last one isn't really a phrase. That's just what she do, and she be about to laugh. Yep. But whatever. At this point, I don't care.
Yeah.
Do not say that ever. At the end of the day. Okay. 5 minutes. What? That went fast.
Yeah, it did. You got to get warmed up. You know, you got to get your energy flowing and everything. You come over here.
Right?
Yeah, you're in the box. Well, that's okay.
How was your weekend? Cool? Did it go fast?
Actually, it did. You know, just sit here and just meditate and clear my mind, and that's it. You know.
Still fast?
I start back Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, I start all the way. I'm going all the way close to my birthday, so I make my 60 ball. I'll be okay. Nobody can't take that away from me but God. So I'm good on that.
It's your birthday. It's
Yeah.
birthday.
So
It's
I'll be all
birthday.
right from now. Yeah.
You
Some
will
people
be
think
all
it's over
right.
with. Yes.
So this redundant ass heifer, okay, just talked about people wearing shit into the ground, right? Then proceeds to go, it's your birthday, as if she hasn't said that shit 90 other times on these phone calls, y'all. This is what I'm saying. She is a walking contradiction. Okay? She's a walking contradiction. And if you meet her, you better have some walking contraceptives because we don't know what this heifer got. The toys weren't clean, y'all. They weren't clean. Let's listen.
I know this.
You will be good because the truth is going to come out. And even though this was an unnecessary situation, it should never went this way. Life takes you some places just for you to see things that you wouldn't have seen otherwise.
This is
And it's
very,
fucked up.
very, very, very true.
Yeah,
This is
because
very true.
certain situations, certain things kind of pull people out of your life that shouldn't have never been in your life, or make you wise to things you just would have never known when you just was green to things, and you just a lot of people. The biggest thing is when people go by titles. Oh, well, that's my mother, or that's my sister, or that's my brother, and think they will never fuck you over, you know, or that's my cousin,
Yes.
and it's like, don't go by
Ain't
titles.
that,
You better go. You
ain't
better
that
go
something?
by. You better go by that person and not no title. Because a stranger on the street
Man.
sometimes will treat you better. It's like they be talking about, oh, white people just know. I've never had a problem with a white person. All my issues come from black people. So don't sit here. It's only this many white people that are racist in the world. This many. It's way more black on black hate than white on black hate in this world. But the white. No, it's not even, no. Maybe 100 years ago, not today. Down here, all my nasty looks and attitudes come from black people.
Okay, now this is where she absolutely infuriates me, okay? Let's look at this in a way that is let's look at this in a way that's reasonable, all right? Because what she's saying is not reasonable, okay? It's a myth, okay? White people are still racist, and here's why, okay? Whatever measurement of her two fingers that she was doing is completely, first of all, I don't know what the fuck that is, okay? I don't know what that represents. I don't know what number that is. But let's just be real about this, okay? There is certain biases, okay, that white people have, and it's been studied and proven over and over again. There has been the brown paper bag test, all right? There has been discrimination lawsuits against the man who she loves his balls, okay? Um, Donald Trump was convicted, okay, of housing discrimination. A jury of his peers said, you are racist, and the thing that you did was racist, okay? There are whole Ku Klux Klan meetings in Stone Mountain every year. You cannot tell me the absolutely horrible things that were said about Kamala Harris, the horrible things that were said about Michelle Obama, the horrible things that were said about Barack Obama, and those did not come from white people. Okay? So, this notion that white people are great, that white people make no mistakes, that white people are fair, when we see things to the contrary, where me as a black man living in the South my whole life have experienced racism at the hands of people in Florida, people in Alabama, people in Mississippi, people in Texas, people in Louisiana. When I look at collectively where I have experienced racism myself, okay, that racists are there. The fact that black people don't like her, well, let's look at why the black people don't like you, Sonya. Could it be? Could it be, Sonya, that you sleep with other black women's men? Is that the reason why you get dirty looks? Because, see, people don't have no other reason to not like you, especially if they black. I'm just saying. Shana Michon said that's Uncle Rucker's daughter. If y'all aren't familiar with the Boondocks, Shana Michon is correct. Okay? But The thing is that it bothers me to hear black people try to dismiss racism instead of confronting racism, because that's the only way. Her mindset is the reason why racism still exists, is because we refuse to have in this country an adult conversation about racism. We refuse to have an adult conversation about racism. Everybody wants it to just go away. Everybody wants to blame the black people who are victims of racism. Nobody wants to talk about it in an adult way. And this is the type of shit that I'm talking about when I say in an adult way. She doesn't have any numbers. She just held up her two fingers, her two gnarled, nasty little fingers to represent racism. Granted, the Great says because you are around black people and that people watch and people that watch YouTube. Right. Right. It's all about proximity, Granny the Great. It's all about who you're close to. Muffin 218 said, what about the white hating on the white? That's why I brought up the mafia. Because guess how many black people the mafia kill whenever they are shooting at each other? None. Guess the percentage of white people that get unalived in a mafia shooting? 100% of them are white. Okay? So this whole we're the only ones that do shit, that bothers the fuck out of me. Okay? It just does. Major's wife says, Sonya, rule of measure is off. She evaluates property based on the number of crackheads on the block. Major's wife, everything she says is off. Everything she says is off. Okay? Facts to Feather said that number with her fingers is from her pound of research. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Shirley's divorce finally says she's such a bird brain and always talking about people. She is. She really is. Miss Boogie Down says, okay, I done fell out the damn bushes at my black job, and were those cops in Roswell black or white that you complain about, ma'am? Won't he do it is black. Yep. You can't make it make sense, Miss Boogie Down. You can't. Because again, this is somebody that does not read books. This is somebody that does no research, and all of this shit is coming off of her long back because she doesn't have an ass. Okay? Sanders RN says, it's the conflating racism with personality differences that makes me mad. A black woman not liking you is not racism. It's a personality difference. Right. But see, she conflates a lot of different ideas, Sanders RN. Again, when you are scatterbrained, this is the way shit comes out. It's just like this. Nesto Shaka Shuffle Walker Shame says your mom and dad are not every black person, and they are the only black people you can blame for getting together and producing your dumbass Sonya. I could not agree with that sentiment anymore. Yeah. Yeah. It's the look, Lady Janice says, and Trump was racist way before he got in office. His spirit screams redneck. Exactly, Lady Janice. There is evidence. See, that's the thing. There's evidence of that, right? Shell Parker says this so-called country was founded on racism. It was founded on the backs of Native American people and black people. Absolutely, Shell Parker. You are correct. Menu Mindset, it says, what's funny is these white people she idolized would think she's despicable for being a 55 and talking to her 60-year-old man in jail. Exactly, Menu Mindset. She's not. She's without a country. White people don't like her like that. White people do not like her like that. Miss Lady, thank you so much for being here. You're not late. You are present. Thank you for your presence. I do appreciate that. You can just rewind us. We're almost done. Actually, we're wrapping it on up. Yes, we are. Shirley's divorce finally says, so you never had an issue with white people. Look, Shirley's divorce finally. I hate it when black people say this shit. It's not true. You cannot tell me that you are from Cleveland, you moved to Miami, and now you live in Atlanta, and you never had any bad encounters with white people. Bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. It is absolute bullshit, okay? Work in Progress says, at the end of the day, Sonya is misguided and Ernie don't listen to her anyway. Not at all. Not at all. Ms. Lady says, that ponytail is not flowing right. Looks like she put it over a ball. Ms. Lady, you came in just swinging. I see what you did. Let's listen.
White people be all, hey, and helpful and what you need and da-da-da-da-da. Get around a black person, they just scrunch up and be like, I'd be like, damn, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What we doing?
You need to listen to Kendrick Lamar, Sonya. Kendrick Lamar said, everybody ain't gonna like you. Okay? Everybody don't like me. It's some people that scrunch up their face and they unsubscribe from my channel. Don't none of y'all do that. Okay? Don't none of y'all do that. I need my numbers. Okay. But it's people that don't like Native Tribe. It's people that don't like Legacy Moon. It's people that don't like Villanor. Even though Villanor will handle a motherfucker. That ain't the point. It's people that don't like us. All right? Doesn't make them wrong. Okay? I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Some people need a more serious blog or blogger or whatever I am. They need a more serious content creator. So they go over to Sylvia and they like her. All right? I ain't mad at none of them people. When Sylvia be having them 20, 30 people over there, I'm not mad at none of them 20 people, okay? I'm not. See? But I'm also not going to say that it's because they're black or because I'm black. It's just a difference in personality. Sonya, you give off masculine energy, and more than likely the way that you walk around looking, okay, you out here looking like a monkey, they probably look at you and be like, what's wrong with that bitch? I mean, I'm just saying, I'm guessing. I wasn't there, Sonya. I wasn't there. But it has nothing to do with you being black, okay? Nothing to do with you being black. AK's POV said her self-hatred is next level. It absolutely is. Right, Ms. Lady. Sonya is not my cup of tea. Sonya ain't she's really nobody's cup of tea except for Ernesto, and he gonna pour the teapot out if he ever get out. Please believe it. Please believe it. Work in progress says, so she has not seen any Karen videos. She has work in progress. She has. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She has. Absolutely she has. Justin's mom said, I told my son he's a fan. I said, her fan means freaky ass. I was, See, Justin's mom, you run around repeating these words. You out here repeating these words because you heard Native say them. Your son had to correct you on what it meant. I love it, Justin's mom. I love it. Mary Willis said, that's so sad, son. You too old to think like that. Nah, she ain't no turning back now. Ain't no turning back now. Muffin 218 said, I heard Legacy put somebody in their place last night. Probably so. Y'all think y'all know Legacy Moon. Y'all know Legacy Moon. Legacy Moon, she about it. Okay? She about it. Please believe it. Please believe it. She a gangster. She is a gangster.
I don't ride on the, just because it's this. You would hope that will be the case, but it's always the opposite. Always the opposite. So yeah, you can't roll with titles. You just gotta
you can't
treat people that treat you well. Give people the same energy that they give you. That's it. That's it.
Jealousy is something else, ain't it?
Yep. Especially if you're not walking around here boo-hooing and all the, people be seeing every time they see you, you got good energy. They be hating on that. Why this motherfucker always happy? Well, what? I'm supposed to walk around mad and crying and crazy.
Who said that to you, Sonya? So somebody said to you, why this motherfucker always happy? They said that to you? Or did you overhear a conversation? How you know they was talking about you if you overheard the conversation? Because that doesn't make any sense that you walk around happy and somebody looked at you and said, why this motherfucker always happy? They was talking to you? That's how conversations go? Just like when you was 9 years old, you told your daddy that the chicken looked too big and he said, yeah. And y'all stop eating at church's chicken? That's what happened, Sonya? Huh? These damn stories don't be making sense, y'all. They just don't. And I'm a grown ass man. I am. I'm grown. I'm grown. I am. I don't understand. Mm-hmm. Salt and Pepper Trusted says, but I thought she said the white police in Roswell are racist because they say black people with nice cars. Yeah, they thought they saw black people with nice cars. Yeah. So again, Salt and Pepper Trusted, this heifer don't know what the hell she's talking about. She is literally just coming off the dome with all this bullshit. Okay. All right. TDC said nobody said that shit to you, Sonya. Does that make sense, TDC? That she walk around and somebody said, why this motherfucker always happy? Or did she make that up? Because I'm thinking Shirley's divorce finally that she made that up. Okay. Lion's mom said racism and misogyny are woven into the fabric of this country. People that don't think they are racist possess and display racist and patriarchal views and behaviors and don't even know it. Yes. So some really, really good reading is Nice Racism. Okay. Because what Sonya just described is in Robin DiAngelo's book, Nice Racism. And what nice racism means and what the meaning of the book is and what she talks about in the book is white people who don't scrunch up their face. And they do say, hey, how you doing? And they do all these things, but yet hold racist views in their heart, and they vote in racist ways, or they vote for things that are not good for black people, but yet they are racist, but yet they smile at you. And Robert DiAngelo names this nice racism. So what she just described when she says the white people be like, hey, yeah, they're saying, hey, and then when they go home, they're putting on their red MAGA hat, all right? And they're going out and they're voting for Trump. That's what they're doing. So they are nice to you, to your face. But at the end of the day, that does not mean that they are not racist. That's not what that means. So if you all are interested in some good reading, Robin DiAngelo has a book called Nice Racism. I've read it a few times. So yes, it is really, really good. Let's try to finish this, I guess, because this shit seems like it's going on forever and ever. Let's listen.
Crazy, like they hate good energy. Why is that? Why is somebody being miserable such a good thing for you, or something that you aspire for, for it to happen to them? But you smiling, oh, that's a problem. What the fuck you smiling for all the time?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna wear my. Everybody got problems in this world. Everybody got a problem. I don't care how rich you are, how white you are, how privileged you are. Everybody got a problem. Everybody. It's just life. And you can't compare your problems to you just got problems. Everybody got a problem. It's just deal with it.
Everybody got problems. Everybody do.
Roll with it, And some people just don't wear they problems on their face because it ain't for everybody to see or know. Keep it to yourself. Those people sometimes take advantage of that too. I'm gonna give me a smoothie. I'm addicted to these banana smoothies.
Okay.
They're so good. And because I couldn't remember the other one I used to always get. It's something that's addictive in the ingredients, because I be sitting there like, oh my God, I need a good smoothie. Something addictive in the ingredients. I already know it is. That's how they get you coming back. I love you.
But I love you too. You be easy now. Be safe out there. Enjoy a little bit more of your life. A little bit more.
It's tomorrow's not promised. Call me later.
That's right.
Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Shout out to Shay and husband over there at Phone Calls from Prison, because they are the ones that supply us with this stuff that we react to. Thank you so much, Shay, and everything that you do. Y'all. Facts to Feather, I got it. I just looked at it. And I haven't looked at it. I haven't opened it up yet, but I got it. I'll check it out. All right, y'all. Whew, child. That's a lot. It's just a lot. They are a lot. Okay? But thank y'all for hanging out with me. We've been out here for a little bit over 3 hours. I do thank you all for coming in and putting your feet up, taking your shoes off, of course. I want to welcome any new members that are here this evening. I want to thank anybody that hit the Cash App. If you hit the PayPal, if you hit the super chat or the super sticker or whatever you did to help contribute to this channel, I want to give you a sincere thank you. Thank you. It means the world to me. If you are looking for some Native Tribe merchandise, you can go to nativetribeshop.com. Okay? Native Tribe Shop. 3 words. Okay? nativetribeshop.com, and you can check out all the designs designed by your boy. I am a one-man show over here, y'all. I do everything. I do the designing, I do all the graphics, I do everything, okay? Unlike some people, Sylvia, who farms that out to people that don't know what the fuck they doing. I do everything over here, okay? So if y'all want to see how I design shirts, how I design my logos and all that good stuff like that, go on over to nativeshop.com. I got some good stuff. I promise you won't be disappointed, but I appreciate you for doing it. In the meantime, look, that's all I got for y'all tonight, y'all. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday evening, okay? Before I go, I have to also thank the notorious Native Tribe Mod Squad for everything that you do behind the scenes. Ladies, you are a blessing to me. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, we're about to get out of here. Okay? Tomorrow, me and my friend V. Lenore are going to do part 2 of the V. Lenore Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III interview. All right. So come on through. We're going to be at V. Lenore's house. Okay. Y'all come on through and let's have some fun with that tomorrow night. Now, tomorrow morning, my other friend, her name is Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mystery. She's going to be live at 7:30 a.m. All right. It's probably going to be a 2 live crew day tomorrow. She's probably going to be doing 2 lives, but I don't know. I do know about the one at 7:30. We're going to see what else happens, okay? So y'all go check out my friend Legacy Moon tomorrow morning. Check me and V out tomorrow night. And that's all I got for y'all, okay? So thank you all for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I don't know who needs to hear this, okay? But you are enough. You are beautiful. You are loved and you are blessed. And guess what? There isn't anything that anybody can do about that, not even you. All right? Yes, AK's POV, 7:30 a.m. in the morning. That's what she's going to do. There isn't anything anybody could do about that, not even you. Paradise in Mexico, you are more than welcome. But you all have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.